caught us by surprise. Welcome to a very special one-shot, The Epic Adventures of Ursula Scratch. Yeah. As you can see, we are in for a show tonight, that is for sure. We've been dying to know what our awkward teen bear has been up to, so we're thrilled to have Katie Michels back at the table with us.
We're not in character yet.
Welcome, Katie Michels.
Hi.
Keep this energy.
Yay.
And they have been joined by these amazing friends, and since we have so many of them, I'm going to let them introduce themselves, starting with the wonderful Naseem.
Oh my gosh, hello. I'm Naseem, that one. I'm Naseem Etemad. I am tonight, my name is Gwendolyn Sefid, call me Gigi, and you can find me everywhere online at Nazgul or on the Venture Maidens podcast that you can find everywhere podcasts are found. Thank you.
I also use this theme, it's like, you can find me everywhere people are on the internet at this thing. Yep, great. Next in line, of course, is a wonderful Amy.
It's me. Hi, I'm Amy Vorpahl. So happy to be back on the Dungeon Run. You can pop a goog for me too. And that's Amy Vorpahl. I'm Vorpahl Sword on things. And I'll be playing an Alkin named Ol Humu today.
Humu.
And I'm so stoked.
I'm excited that you were here. I'm excited to meet Humu as well. Next, of course, we have the wonderful Vince Caso. Yep.
Honestly,
not the cheese.
Everyone calls me Vince Caso. Vinny the Cheese. That's me. What's up? Good to be everyone. I am playing Fighto, your Canusk Bard of Valor. One of those two. Hi. I'm everywhere at Vince Caso. I'm looking forward to this wonderful game with some wonderful friends.
Yeah, we're friends.
We are now.
Now.
Now
We were not before.
Once I shed my blood and we all drank of it, I think we're friends now.
Irony.
We are in for a night, Jared. I'm telling you right now. So just a reminder, we are live right now on Twitch and YouTube.
Hooray.
I know.
Two platforms?
I know, 2 platforms at the same time. It's like we're breaking the rules. We're not. You can enjoy the show live both places, and if you're finding us live for the first time, welcome. We're so glad you're here. Thank you. Twitch is still the best place to find our moderated chat, and VODs are available immediately for subscribers, so keep that in mind. As always, if you're new to our show, the Dungeon Rush is available every week for people looking to get caught up in the story quickly. So make sure you check that out.
That's so fun.
Rush, right? The Dungeon Rush. Our wonderful Adam, who is not here this evening, does that for us, and it has been amazing. So thank you again, Adam. You're so awesome. We have a couple of sponsors here on the Dungeon Run. The first being Two Kings Entertainment. Heroic Endeavors is their Pathfinder 2nd Edition show, which is back next Tuesday for their penultimate episode of the season. Don't miss the action on the official Paizo channel. Two Kings Entertainment, thank you so much for being our sponsor. We appreciate you.
Y'all killing it.
And penultimate is one of the best words in the English.
It is. I really do enjoy that word, for sure. Penultimate.
Yeah.
Can't say it all the time, but it's definitely a good word.
Always feels good.
It does. It does. Die Hard Dice is also one of our sponsors. Thank you, Die Hard Dice. You can now get our discount code automatically applied to your order if you use the URL dieharddice.com/dungeon run. There's a big holiday sale going on, about 30% off of everything, so make sure you guys...
30%.
30%.
30%.
30%.
Are you out of your mercent?
We're out of our mercent.
That's Jared's one line in the intro.
That's it. That's the only thing he's got.
And he got it in one take.
This is
Nailed
Jared.
it.
This is a professional actor.
Commercial acting.
Yeah.
There you go. And that's it. Over to you, Katie.
Hi. Have you guys heard of Patreon? Because we're on it, and so are you supporting this show. I'm back. Y'all, this show is supported by Patreon, and we could not be more thankful. If you want to take a pop a goog, as Amy said, but in Patreon.
If you must.
If you must pop a goog, or just pop a page, you can go to patreon.com/ It doesn't work the same. Patreon.com/ The Dungeon Run, and we have all sorts of tiers that you can join us with, starting
All sorts?
All sorts. Starting $5, going
mine.
way up to $1,000. What kind of money you got? We like it.
Whatever you have around, just hand it over.
Should I go into sales, you guys? No, but for real, we really, really appreciate all of our patrons. In fact, shout out to Mask, who has joined Dun, 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 dun,
Deep
team
up,
force
deep
of
up.
nature.
Yeah! Well done to a mess.
But there's lots of things. There's cast secrets, there's interactivity, there's DM stat blocks, all sorts of tasty goodies on there. So pop a goog.
That's a lot of googs to pop right there.
I'll donate a cast secret.
Oh my!
There you go.
You heard it here,
I'll also
folks.
donate one of Amy's secrets.
Oh, great. Perfect.
Amy's cast secret is just a personal secret.
I am now wondering if we're going to get through anything that I prepared this evening.
The answer is absolutely not.
Good news. My portion about interactivity is very brief tonight because we're not going to be doing force cards tonight because these lovely people already have enough to juggle. We do have advantages and disadvantages, though, so if you want to help a player out or make it a little bit more challenging, you can certainly do that. Seeds and sparks are purchasable, but all of that stuff is going to get carried over to our next show, which is our holiday show.
And our penultimate show for the season.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Two Kings Entertainment. No, I just love that word.
It
I
is
just
a
love
good
saying
word.
that
It's a good. Makes
It's
you
a
feel
good
so
word. It's a
smart.
good word. And that includes moats tonight, everybody. Just so you know, our moats, all of that will be rolled over next week, and we'll read them off then.
Partos, we see you.
We do.
We got
love
you.
it. We appreciate
next
you.
week.
It's like they're in a tornado because this is like
Yeah,
storm theme.
exactly. It's like
tornado
storm,
of
tornado
gifts
stuff.
that was gonna get.
I wish I had a moat though.
Yeah.
Like just at your
Just
house.
around.
Just your own moat?
Yeah.
Oh, a moat. Different moat, but yes, got it.
We should start.
Yeah, we should start the show. I got distracted.
That's your second line.
All right. Jean, if you will please send us into the storm. We begin with a reintroduction. Ursula Scratch has spent the last week, 2 weeks, we're not sure how much time, or at least she isn't. The last 2 weeks
I'm a teenager and time is like not really something I pay attention to.
at Atos Peak, being handled,
Cared for.
cared for by the Cumulonimbi. And today, Zood, the sage of the Cumulonimbi, a snowy owlkin of sorts, with ruffled feathers and on occasion when he is speaking, calls Ursula into his office. Welcome, Ursula. I hope you are prepared for your journey.
I mean, I don't really have a lot of stuff, so it's pretty easy to be prepared, I guess.
Yeah, yes,
got
I
my
meant
staff, and I got the animus.
Oh, good. You will need that. Well, one moment. Old Humu, please come in here. Oh, yes. Ursula, I believe you have spent some time with old Humu. She shall function as your guide during your mission today. We are sending you to Nurillo. It is an island which you can see from here. And as you have noticed in the last couple of days, a large water funnel has appeared over the lake.
Yeah, it's hard to miss.
It is indeed hard to miss. Well, given your status as a Stormborn, as your status as a
I didn't
Stormborn,
get it.
we thought it prudent to send you. But we did not want you to send you alone.
Thanks.
We believe we may have some information regarding the birthplace of Bahatha. And I thought, who better to send with you than a cleric of a Bahatha herself?
Yeah, that makes sense. And we get along super well, so that's good.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have like flawless conversations.
I know, honey. We just do. We just get on so well. I mean, that's like how Zood, I prepped you to be the sage. And then you're also just on to big, you know what I always say.
Yeah, you always say, Ursula, You gotta.
Time
you
for
gotta.
the
Time. Well, you
big-
say two things. You say.
I say-
You gotta go to bed before 8.
I do. And then
I do.
and
And
it's,
then
it's
you
time
say,
for bed.
It's time for bed. It's all bed related because you believe in sleep.
It's that and breakfast and snacks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's real
so-
timeline, but
It
it's
sounds-
good for me because I love to eat and sleep.
It
so.
sounds very much like my own teenage years spent with old Humu.
Yep, bedtime and snacks. That's what
Bedtime,
we did.
8 p.m.
honey.
every night, and go to bed. That's absolutely what is always delivered to me. I'm glad that you could continue with Ursula. Now, sending the two of you, given the water funnel, would be entirely too dangerous. So, if you could please bring in Gigi and Fido, please.
I'm coming. Hang on.
Oh yeah,
look at
he will
us.
take a bit.
Oh, okay. We got-
Hey guys.
Hi.
Gigi. Now there's a sight for sore eyes.
I missed you too.
As you are all very aware, we use Gigi and Fido as contractors, so to speak, adventuring individuals who assist us with knowledge gathering and protection of those who we deem very important. So, Gigi, Fido, I thank you very much for joining us and watching out for old Humu and our teenage bear friend Ursula.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to help bring up the next generation. Would you like a hard candy?
Oh,
She's good on snacks.
I do have a lot of snacks from my friend Lulu.
She's
but
good.
I don't mind a
on
heart.
snacks.
I think I should.
Oh, Humu, we're gonna start this again.
Well, Fido, you know I'm the snack lady.
She's just trying to keep everyone's energy up.
Ursula, not looking at, just slowly eats it.
That's better than Humu snacks now, ain't
Now you're just trying to start something. I just know it, Fido.
Oh, you know what? Save it for the road. You're gonna need that energy.
Now, as Fido and old Humu go back and forth about snacks, you have the opportunity to take a gander at the rest of our crew
Pop a
that has
goog, if you
joined us.
will.
Pop a goog, if you will. And the first goog you pop happens to be of Gigi. Gigi, please describe yourself.
I must say, I probably have the cutest goog. I did not mention before,
Well, googs that one.
but I am also a Kanusk of the Boreal clan, and she is completely white fur, one blue eye, one green eye, chainmail with a chest plate that is reflecting kind of on the whiter silver side, and these streaks of gray coming across it. There is a symbol of a greyhound on the front, sitting very regally atop a tree log. And she wields a great axe on her back and a long sword, and several daggers.
What kind of dog are you?
Husky type.
Husky. Okay.
Fluffy.
Very
Fluffy white
fluffy.
fur
Got
with
it.
the blue eye. And,
Cool.
and old Humu, please describe yourself.
Yes, old Humu, so we're looking at a great horned owl, just like like a mama bear, but owl form, and she's got the fun eyebrows that horn all up, and she's her colors are actually fun. They're like purple and turquoise, so she's got a bit of parrot in her, but she's a big one, and most of her feathers that you can see, it's purple with turquoise highlights, and then she's wearing some hide armor, but in order to fly, she normally just takes it off.
Great.
So, but yeah, that's her. Yeah.
And then, of course, Fido, if you could.
Well, Fido, when you take him in, is about a 4'8" tall basset hound. Big old droopy ears, big droopy face. Wearing a floral print tunic and a thick old scarf because it's drafty up here on the peak. And on his back is what looks like a big square box, and you can see the strings of his dulcimer just going down the side there. And he seems to be rifling through a bag full of assorted hard candies, now very recalcitrant to hand them out.
And of course, we will finish with Ursula. If you could please describe yourself one last time.
I'm a bear. Okay.
All right, moving on.
That's all I need to know. I'm an alpine bear. I'm tall and gangly, so I'm a skinny, scrawny little bear.
Oh my gosh.
I have one gold eye and one blue eye.
Oh my god.
Yes, and
Heterochromia today.
no, it's like maybe that's how we were selected. Oh, to travel together.
Certainly not.
Brown. Yeah, I think the main thing is she's gangly and she's always hunched a little bit because she was raised by dwarves, so she was used to being like way taller than everybody else, and also not like loved by all the dwarves. So she's just trying to like fit in.
Oh,
Great.
It's not all sad though.
yeah.
I'm bummed out.
Well, that was a lovely conversation about snacks. I hope you take that energy and that seriousness and treat this mission I'm sending you all on with such decadence.
Humu takes snacks really seriously.
Yes.
Well, it's not just snacks, y'all. It's Bahatha herself.
Yes.
And
Itself.
Themselves.
Yes.
You always change what you call it.
Well, Bahatha, yeah. I mean, look, I love Bahatha so much, and I also love snacks so much. So I think this is going to be a formative adventure for one bear-like cub. Boop. And I expect to learn something about myself too.
I certainly hope we learn a lot about each other and as well about the world at large. That is why you're being sent. Just to inform the rest of you, I've already told Ursula and old Humu, but you'll be traveling, thank you, to Commander Kjack. That's him. Yes.
So a big, tall, broad-chested
Ursula jokes on her hard
aristocrat
candy. Isn't it?
steps in.
What's in your mouth? You okay? Need a Heimlich from dangerous BS putting in there?
How'd you know my brand?
All right.
I'm good.
Big, buff, bald eagle steps into the room, covered in armor, spear on its back, several javelins on it at its side, with 3 more Aarakocra lining behind him, all heavily armored as well.
Have I ever seen?
You've seen the commander on occasion, not really spoken to him much. Anytime that you have seen the commander, he's been speaking with Zood. And then when it was mostly when you're called to speak with Zood, he would finish a conversation with the commander would go, and you would have your conversation with Zood.
My men are prepared.
Good, Captain Ka!
Are these the chosen soldiers?
Yes, these are the chosen soldiers. As you can see, old Humu will be able to fly herself down to Nurillo.
Hi, car.
You,
Yeah. I know.
he's very particular.
Car.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never been in the room when he spoke.
Hello.
That's not the voice I was expecting.
It's mighty intimidating.
I know.
Now look, I'm not afraid to admit I'm not much of a soldier these days. What am I doing here?
Well, Fido, you tell such great stories with such decadent details. I thought it would be prudent for you to join Ursula. Also, you've been around many years, and I figured some old...
Just tell him I requested his dumb butt.
Oh, fine. I was trying to keep it a secret, but if you so wish, old Humu specifically requested you, and I thought it a good idea.
I knew you were a big softy at heart, unlike my hard candies.
Hey,
If I may. Thank you. I love BS.
wait, are we?
I love BS. It's delicious.
Would you like some BS?
Yes, but only because you pronounced my name correctly.
Well, fair enough.
Oh, no. Make sure you get some healing anyway.
It's just as well. They were falling off anyway.
Healing word.
I know you've all seen the large water funnel appear over the lake.
It's hard to miss.
Again, it is very hard to miss. It is a water spout, yes. Well,
Accompanied by fierce winds,
and
rain,
walls,
hail,
and anything
lightning.
That's terrifically frightening.
Yes, that is why I chose my bravest men to carry you to the island.
Oh, there it is now.
It's getting closer.
What serendipitous timing.
Well, we just have to count until it thunders, and then we'll know
That's how you
How far
know.
away it is, yeah.
That's well done.
So we'll hold this conversation until we hear it.
I've been counting this whole time.
You notice that the soldiers that are wearing all of this metal gear actually start stripping it off because they don't want to be attracting lightning while they're flying.
Are we indoors right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm asking in character because I do not know.
Yes.
I feel like the soldiers should come up with like a rubber gear situation because that's much safer on the mountain.
Oh yeah, plastics and rubber and petroleum-based products are super hard in D&D.
Very common in this world as well, I hear.
They're very common. That's right.
I've never seen such a thing. What am I going to do? I need to protect my coat.
These things you speak of, I only hear of in the South Island. I do not know that there are any here in the North Island. But
No, not to my knowledge.
rubber is certainly known to us. Now, if I may, Jim is our contact on the island of Nurillo. Jim the engineer is what he calls himself. What you might find is that he is in need of help, but he has some information that he is withholding to have some bargaining ability. And so we are in need of his information because, as you all well know, Ursula is a Stormborn. And when she arrived, Hunray, the voice of Bahatha, indicated to Ursula that she must bury this bottle of animus that she carries among her.
Careful.
Sorry, I was just getting a whiff.
The most expensive thing I've ever owned.
She must bury it at the birthplace of Bahatha. Now, the location of the birthplace of Bahatha, as you all well may know, has been lost for many years. Well, Jim the Enchanter seems to have some credible information about
Hold
its
up,
location.
hold up.
Yes.
Jim the engineer?
Excuse
or Jim
me.
the Enchanter?
The engineer. I
Different
apologize.
What game are you playing here?
I apologize. I often get them confused, the
I understand.
enchanters and the engineer.
No, I understand, but I know one is, a little friendlier than
And the other one you dated.
And the other one, I don't, look.
I hear you have some tips for us.
Jim, one of them gems is not taken too kindly to me after the way that I did treat him, but
I have heard that ballad.
yeah, it is old Humu and Jim.
I believe that's the enchanter. Luckily, you are not meeting the enchanter.
No, please let it not be the enchanter.
It is the engineer. I apologize. Now, Jim, let me check my notes. I apologize. Sometimes my brain, bird brain,
I didn't
I
want to
apologize.
say it.
It is Joe. It is Joe the engineer, not Jim the enchanter. I'm so sorry.
Well, that's a weight off my
The
shoulders.
engineer.
Oh, yeah,
Because I dated the other Jim.
Okay, actually, I don't want to see Joe either.
Well, it
We
is
dated
Joe.
most of this island.
Joe is a sea elf engineer who is in need of some assistance on Nurillo. As you can tell, that water funnel has caused some damage to the town. So, that is your mission.
Nurillo.
If there is anything else that you require,
Nurillo.
or any, yes, it is pronounced Nurillo.
It's Nurillo.
You're correct.
I've been around these parts a fair bit.
Please do not tell the sea elves that I mispronounced it Nurillo. We may not have a political connection with them if they knew that.
I won't tell them as long as we actually know who we're talking to.
You will be talking to Joe the engineer.
Not Jim.
Double check my notes here. Yep.
Neither
Joe the
Jim.
engineer.
Hey, Zood,
Not a
I
Jim.
know I helped raise you and everything. I'm just here to tell you, I think you're doing great.
Well,
I think I love seeing you in this position of power, and I think just what a worthy sage. I think.
well, I thank you, Humu. You're always good at making me blush.
Oh well,
I appreciate it.
you just keep it going. You know.
I will.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Are there any questions that you might have?
Are they taking us there?
Oh, yes, that is the reason for Cosmen.
You see them like bending and stretching and flexing
Oh,
and like stretching out their
Oh,
wings and
Humu,
like
we assume
getting
that you could
amped
fly
up.
on your own.
I
Would you
sure
also
can.
like a soldier?
No, I'll go on my own. I'm just gonna take off my armor and carry that with me.
Lovely.
All the men are very good looking.
It is a long flight.
What is that? Are those two thoughts connected?
To be honest, I'm also curious.
How long a flight are we talking
I'm
there?
not so sure he was really talking about the flight, you know?
I know. Oh, trust me, I dated Jim. I know.
Yeah, you do.
The engineer.
Oh no, I know who you dated, Fighto.
I can't handle me a magic user.
Now,
science.
I do have other things that I must prepare for, especially if Joe, the engineer, is to give you the information I hope he can give you. So please, if there's any other questions you might have, now is the time.
Well, how will we know? They know where he is?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So we know where he is. We don't know what he needs exactly.
He has been not so forthcoming as his needs. He said that his needs would be directly related to the benefit of Nurillo.
Right.
Does he know that our sanctified bear has the animus blood?
We
No, it's not. It's juice.
You are the only ones who know that
Okay.
she has that.
All right,
so-
so don't lead with this.
Maybe we shouldn't just outright say to Joe like, "Hey, animus juice,"
Yeah, maybe not a good idea. That's
Okay.
correct. Generally speaking, I think that what I imagine will occur is that you will get down there, help Joe with his needs, and then Joe will give you information, and you can return here, and we can send you to the location that you are looking for.
So he knows where Bahatha's birthplace is.
He claims to, yes.
All
We have
right.
some. Joe, the engineer, has shared with us before some very valuable information that has been spot on. So we have every reason to trust that he is being forthcoming.
And we're here to get the information out of him.
I hope so.
And to be clear, I don't mind seeing Joe. We left it amicably.
Well, good.
You dated Joe too?
Well, yeah. Didn't.
I thought I was the only one.
Oh yeah, you date. Oh,
No,
both of
I'm
us
just
did.
pulling your leg.
Oh my gosh.
Humu pulls, you know?
That's what I hear.
Pulls.
That was in the ballad, final line.
Pulls.
If you will please send your soldiers to send them to Nurillo, then you and I can get back to what we were preparing for.
Yes.
All right.
What was that?
He eyes you all up and down. Is anybody carrying anything particularly heavy or bulky?
I got a huge hammer dulcimer on my back and a bigger drum slung over the side. I'm more instrument than man.
Okay.
Dog.
So he just
Man
kind of
dog.
looks you up and down. Is it necessary to bring all of that?
I already left stuff at home. This is my pared down traveling rig.
I see. Well, then, good luck.
Well, I'm already terribly afraid of heights, so that's great, thank you.
Maybe you could leave the drum?
It's just the thing is that we bird folk do have hollow bones.
You know what's also hollow? My drum. You know what I'll do? To counterbalance, I'll strap that around the front and grip it because it soothes me.
Okay. Are you medium-sized? Your character?
I'm as small as medium gets.
Okay. Great. So he takes that into account, and then the three Aarakocra, the big muscly Aarakocra, come up to each of you, and they actually hold out harnesses for you to don, so that they can better hold on to you while you're.
Yeah.
There you go. Great.
So
And
many
then
straps. That's a lot of buckles and stuff. And
It's all buckles all the way.
That's right.
I'll help you.
You missed the Velcro. Hang on.
I said I'll help. Oh.
Okay, you can help too. There's
Sorry,
more.
No, it's fine,
what was
fine,
right
fine.
I
here?
think I'm supposed to put my leg through these hoops.
I don't mean to intrude to y'all's prior relationship.
No, I need to let the young ones fly. I need to let them
I
soar
can't
out their
fly.
nest.
I can't fly.
Right, I know. Well,
She's a bear.
Yeah.
I understand
clear
that.
about that.
It's real. No, I mean y'all. No joke. I know that she's a bear, but yeah, I do. But I'm a bird, and all of my things that I say are going to be bird related, and so we might just have to translate some metaphors.
It's a difference of culture
Okay.
between us more than anything else.
So you're gonna see me crawl.
I'll see you crawl out of the nest.
That's what I'm translating it.
I'll see you crawl out of the cave.
Yeah.
Out of the,
I also wasn't really raised by bears, so I also don't know all the bear terms.
the thing is, if I need to be able to take care of you, and then if I don't take care of you, you need to let someone else take care of you, and then maybe one day you'll take care of yourself. But I do not trust that will happen.
That's not happened. I mean, I'm a teen. I should be able to do pretty good, right?
But you are who
You said
you are.
no.
I think you're doing great. Oh, you missed one.
Oh, thanks.
So these Aarakocra
This looks
soldiers
really tight harness.
seize onto the harnesses, the back of your harnesses, and they start to carry you towards the precipice that looks out from Atos Peak, where you can see Nurillo, and you can see the storm, and you can even see the various wind tornadoes and even water funnels coming up out of the ocean and around Nurillo.
Bye.
Can I ask? Water tunnels come up. Is it small at the base, like where the surface
Yes.
of the lake is, and then it gets
It
bigger
gets
and bigger?
much bigger. So there's one major one that seems, it's hard to tell how small it is from this distance,
Yeah.
but it's small at the base touching the lake, but then rises almost to the, as far as you can tell from this distance, the same height as Atos Peak. So it is a very
And it's a
large
vortex. It's
swirling in the
That's a
center.
proper tornado.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they grab you, and if nobody says anything, they leap off of the precipice, and they're holding on to you with both their hands, but they also take their talons and grasp onto your ankles. So the harness is just for their
Cool.
hands and arms, but their talons grab onto your ankles, and then they use every last ounce of their strength to keep you airborne across that flat horizon across the ocean.
Ursula immediately throws up.
Right down onto Fido.
I mean, I'm not.
Why was I in the back of the formation?
I totally get
It's
it,
like
Yeah,
what
and
is that? Like
Atos
base jumping?
Atos,
Like
yeah,
that?
Atos Peak is incredibly
Yeah.
high up.
Yeah.
But as we jump off and we're flying, Fido just instinctively does that thing dogs do when you hold them above water and just it's just doggy paddling.
Ding, 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 ding.
It
That's
never
really
ends.
cute.
Every dog does it. Even my old
love that
13-year-old dog does it when we put it over water. It's, I'm getting ready.
It's helping.
I apologize for my tail. It is slapping the aircraft back and forth.
Luckily, they're trained soldiers, so they weather all of this and keep you guys steady and upright across this expanse. And it actually takes, I would say, a couple of hours.
Yeah,
at
two, three
least.
at least.
And they're using the wind currents to their advantage. So you see them actually start to turn away at times from Nurillo to catch one of these currents and then sail with it, as if they're using the gales to propel them forward,
And
as
as-
opposed to fighting the winds the whole way there.
What's your name?
Jack!
Oh,
Not to be confused with Jim or Joe!
Jane names on this island.
Don't
really,
play,
really?
hey, don't talk to him. You don't want to know anything he has to say. Shh.
Never date a Jane.
I know.
don't talk to Jack either.
Well, I don't want you to find
You're
anything.
flapping so close to my
You
face.
can talk to him. Don't ask any personal questions.
I'm just gonna tell him he has strong talents.
Okay, you can do
Is
that.
okay?
As you get closer to Nurillo, the steadiness of this flight becomes a lot less, and so it's like you're flying through storm clouds on a plane, where it's kind of jumps and falls, and so all of you need to make Constitution saving
I
throws.
had too much hard candy.
Ursula, you have advantage from City Racing Girl.
Thank you, City Racing Girl.
Old Humu, you also have advantage from City Racing Girl.
Thank you, City Racing Girl.
Gwendolyn, Gigi, excuse me, you also have advantage from City Racing Girl.
Thank you, City
And
Racing
Fido, you also have advantage
okay,
from
thank
City
God.
Racing Girl. Thank you, City Racing Girl.
Thank you, City Racing Girl.
Constitution?
Constitution saving throw.
I got a 19.
Oh no. 11.
11. You also lose the content of your stomach.
Oh, okay.
You vomit a little, and you suffer 1 level of exhaustion as this wind is very hard, especially since you're flying on your own.
God.
It's really hard
Exhaustion's
to
no
handle.
joke.
She's nervous because she's seeing an ex-lover.
19.
19, you're able to, it's okay. This for you is fun. Like your tail just keeps going and it's, yeah. Love it. Fido?
I 20'd dirtily.
Oh, you dirtily
Dang.
20. Or as somebody told me the other day, unnatural 20, which I like that. So you are the same.
Sounds like a warlock.
Does,
The one flying creature.
you're able to,
Well, I'm a big lady.
and she's also being handled much
No,
What?
I'm by myself.
No, I meant, but like by the winds
Oh,
itself.
yeah.
The winds itself.
We all got a buddy.
She's big, but she's not
I got
weighed down
Jason
by
up
other
here.
people,
Yeah,
and so
okay.
it's a little bit
But isn't
more.
exhaustion disadvantage on?
It's skill checks at first level. Yep.
I will say, I do hold my stomach. I do keep it down. However, there's a moment where Fido wants to yak, but then sees Humu yak and doesn't want to seem like he's copying her, so he just like keeps it down.
Just swallows it.
Gotta throw the both of us
He ties his ears across his mouth.
Lovely. And Ursula, though you are fine because you lost your lunch earlier, so
Yeah.
you're totally
Oh, there's
Lunchless.
nothing left in there.
and you're all after this particularly rough patch of wind. You're all safely placed on Nurillo, excuse me, near the town, as you can see. And as you get closer, everybody make perception checks for me. Ursula, advantage from Orpheus.
Thank you, Orpheus.
Old Humu, advantage from Blessing of a Fruitcake.
That's a very fun name.
It is. It's also an inside joke for our cast at home, or for our watchers at home. Gigi, you have advantage from Kildurin, and Fido, you have advantage from Guy. Some guy.
Thank you. And I get that bit. Thank you very much.
I only got an 11 with
Oh, that was cocked. You all saw it. Uh-oh. That's worse. Okay. I guess I'll just say, because I've been talking so much, that mine was an 8.
Okay.
21.
21.
10.
It is, of course, old Humu as she wipes her beak. You can see that parts of Nurillo, through the rain and wind and chaos that is the storm approaching the island, has been devastated. It very much looks like if you took small refugee homes that are built from tents or materials that can be found on the island, and half of them have been ripped away and flattened as if hit by a tornado.
Oh no.
And as you land, you also notice that just to the east of this devastation, you can hear what sounds like boom, blam, and you feel sounds like earth ripping out and water splashing, and a variety of sounds that seem to be coming from the river just to the east.
Now I know y'all aren't clocking any of this,
What?
but the settlements down here are obliterated. They're annihilated. They were just made of found items on the island, and half of them are just gone. And there's no way you can hear this because I just know you can't. But there's a bunch of booming happen over to the east. Big boom.
You know what? I'm not clocking any of that. But I'll
As
take
soon as
your
she
word
notices,
for it.
as soon as she identifies to you, you're like, "Oh, I
Wait,
thought
no.
all of that booming
There
and
it is.
stuff was from the storm." She's right. That's not a storm boom. That sounds like
sounds like
earth getting ripped up.
Earth getting ripped up and then dropping back in with a big old splash, or animals doing cannonballs. But I don't think it's that.
That was a discussion. Ursula has tried to get out of her harness, but has horribly mangled herself more into the harness. I do need help. I actually.
Jack is also like, I don't know what's going on.
I just cut you out of it.
Oh, y'all are gonna have to, just.
Oh, this was a one-way trip, right?
Yeah, tell it. Just Zood's got it covered.
We're not coming back from this.
Oh, Fido.
Think that way.
I wasn't planning to. Look, I got to go out with a blaze of glory. I thought this
No,
was it.
I didn't invite.
In fact, I was surprised y'all were coming along for it.
No, Fido, we didn't. I didn't ask Zood to bring you along because I was trying to get you out of your hole.
Oh,
You know the hole you were in, but that doesn't mean I'm
I
trying
dug
to.
myself a pit and I sat in it.
Yeah, exactly. This whole time, that's
It's a
what-
literal hole.
But that doesn't mean that you're here to. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I know, but I'm in the metaphor way.
Oh, is that
I
another
think
bird
she's doing
term?
a bird thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
like,
bird
yeah.
thing.
Holes are definitely bird things.
Like
Holes are not dog things.
Tree holes.
Lord knows.
Anyway, you're not here to die. You're not here. This isn't this big blaze of glory thing. You're here to get your oomph back. You're here to shake your feathers.
Ah, now that I understand. All right, I'll live.
As you have the conversation, the three Aarakocran soldiers seem to be stretching and waiting. They seem to.
We were instructed to stay here.
But don't you know where Joe is?
One of them just goes like this with their wing and points towards the river.
That's all I need.
Literally points towards the direction where you're hearing boom,
Sorry.
bam.
Sorry about the harness.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess before we leave, do y'all have an extra one?
We will attempt to fix it. John,
Oh,
Johannes,
don't you worry.
and Jack. Yes.
Johannes and Jack and
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got this.
Yeah.
And I cast Mending on the harness.
Yeah, I mean, that's,
Oh, really? Another spell that I also have.
We should have talked before this show.
I love how this is shaking out. I'm just like, yeah. Old Humu goes like, it's fine. All right.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean.
No, this is so good. I love this. I love what's happening here.
I feel like I'm calling them.
Clearly, it's. Sorry, mommy and daddy are fighting, but it's not your fault.
Wait, you guys also dated?
Well, it's a small island, and
It's a small island.
my birth name was Jimmy, so
You're Jim the Enchanter?
the third Jim.
Oh, Jim the dog.
Other Jim. Yeah, that's neither here nor there, but
Alright, well, we're supposed to go there, it sounds like.
yes, we should.
You can actually hear, not only can you hear the booming sounds off that direction, but you hear someone casting a very loud, powerful, ritualistic spell.
Uh-oh.
definitely sounds like words of power.
Yeah.
In fact, if you are capable of casting spells, you may roll your appropriate spell check. So for paladins and clerics, it would be religion. For druid, it would be nature. And for the bard, it would be arcana.
Okay. I actually don't have.
And the druid can roll at advantage.
Did you read it?
Yep.
A 13. Oh.
Oh, don't
Dirty
mind
20.
Dirty 20.
Woo, lady!
And natural 20!
Oh my god!
Also a natural 20 plus 1.
You
wow,
you
y'all.
three can hear by the power that's being used, the
Don't worry,
words and
Humu. I'll take it from here.
that tone, all three of you, from the tone and words that are used, some sort of conjuring spell is being cast. But Ursula, you, having been training recently and learning more about what it means to be an actual druid, you know automatically that spell is conjure elemental, and it's
Oh,
and the word that you hear that sounds very distinctive and indicated to you that it was conjure elemental is it uses the word mud, and so you know that they're conjuring a mud elemental.
Alright, hey guys, it's gonna get messy over there. That's definitely conjure elemental, the mud one. It's not gonna do well with your coat.
I spent hours grooming last night.
And you look great.
You do look good. I'm just letting you
you.
know these elementals are messy and they don't care about appearances.
Is that going to go against your instincts not to play in the mud?
I mean, I thought I outgrew that just like 2 months ago, but
We'll see, I guess.
Some of us never grow up. Apparently, I'm
I'm
not
here
ever
to
gonna not
protect.
have like someone taking care of me. So
Yeah.
Anything can happen, Ursula, but
I will
Not bad.
protect you no matter what.
wait, you're taking care of me now too?
Yes.
Okay.
this is making my heart happy.
Gigi, you follow the god whose birthplace we're looking for, right?
I do.
Do you know anything about them that might help us to track something down even as we pursue Joey?
Do I know anything
Roll
about
religion. You, Gigi, have advantage from blessing of fruitcake.
Thank you, fur cake.
Fruitcake.
Fruitcake. Oh, well, that was a natural
You're the fur
20.
cake.
Oh, wow.
Stacking those up tonight.
So,
This is the opposite of the usual
yeah,
game.
yeah, for sure. Also, didn't expect to have to lore dump on you right now, but I'm going to. So, Bahatha, as you well know, there's probably more than one, because there are more than one animal that Bahatha is capable of changing itself into. You know that there's probably one per embodiment of Bahatha. You know, because Ursula has told you, and Atospeak has been upfront about it. One of them, the voice of Bahatha, arrived in the form of a Kirin, and brought Ursula to Atospeak. That was the voice of Bahatha. You are also made aware, because you are
How do you spell
follower of
Kirin? What is that?
Kirin.
Like the what?
Kirin Ichiban, like the beer.
It's
The one we all know.
I don't know. Oh, okay.
Kirin is like a golden unicorn.
Cool.
Flying golden unicorn, very large.
That's awesome.
They're beautiful animals, magical animals. You know that there's also a couple of other Bahatha forms.
Mm-hmm.
There's the will of Bahatha, the rage of Bahatha, and there's others that are lost that you don't really know and aren't really talked about. So there's at least 3 of them. There's at least 3 birthplaces.
Mm-hmm.
So what you would look for to find those things are going to be glowworms.
Oh.
Glowworms tend to be naturally attracted and mostly only found in places that have holy significance to Bahatha.
What are we hunting for, Gigi?
Well, just like us, we love shiny things. Bahatha loves to be surrounded by beauty and even the smallest creature she wants to care for. So we need to keep our eyes out for glowworms.
Glowworms.
Cool.
I think the storm might actually help us in that sense. We have a lot of coverage. We don't have a lot of sunlight in this place.
A lot of
think we
earth's
should-
getting dug up.
A lot of earth being thrown around. We should keep our eyes peeled on the ground.
Let's go to the booming.
Well, okay. Just warning you again. It's mud elementals. It's gonna get messy.
Literally, you look back to find he's already filthy, and there's no reason how that happened.
Yeah, I'm not that dirty yet.
So you're all making your way towards
Yep.
the large sounds coming
go.
from the river. So you
go,
make
me
your
and my
way
3
away
parents.
from the town of Nurillo towards the Rilbach River. Thank you. And as you approach the Rilbach River, you can see that there is a
Long, tall, thin sea elf. So the skin is like a pale light blue, long black, almost like a purplish black, stringy hair, wearing what appears to be like a hat made of conch shells. There's conch shells all over his head, a robe made of sheer seaweed, and undergarments that are oyster shells that have been sewn together. Completely barefoot. He's holding a gnarled wooden staff, and he's waving his hands around and chanting. And you see in front of him, there's this big, massive wooden levee. Looks like a crudely constructed dam of sorts. And it's bulging outwards as the Rilbach River swells with muddy water. Because all of this rain that's pouring down and the tornadoes that are coming through are flooding the lake, which is causing it to overflow and pour down the Rilbach River out to the ocean. And he has this creature creeping up out of the mud on the ground in front of him. Its head is more like a mound. It doesn't really have much facial features. It just has 2 sunken in places for eyes and a gaping mouth, but massive arms made completely of thick mud, which you remember seeing something similar to this a long time ago when you first got sucked up into the storm, actually. And this creature is coming up out of the mud, and it's huge. And it's reaching up along these wooden beams. Just looks like raw wood that's been attached together, like logs almost that have been stacked and glued somehow. And it's placing its muddy hands across this bulging levee and pushing it back into place. And you're coming up from behind him, but you can see his back sort of crick and turn, almost as if he's sensing you coming up from behind, and he speaks to you as if he's looking at you. The dam is gonna break! I don't know if I can hold it much longer!
I forgot
And he
how
continues to wave his staff back and forth as the mud elemental pushes back on this.
Are you Joe?
Is that Joe?
Yeah, I forgot.
They call me Joe. I am.
Which Joe? Because there's been some confusion. Engineer Joe or
I am the engineer.
Well, those were the gyms.
I know, but it just felt like we need to clarify because it seems like there's multiple.
No, I forgot
That's
exactly how much my type you were.
He is pretty svelte. He's cut.
No, with the no.
You're drooling.
And he's elven, so he's got that going for him too.
Just naturally.
the bird.
But you remember that he shouts because these conch shells are constantly pouring the sounds of the ocean into his ears, so he just naturally shouts.
Oh,
I see why things didn't work out. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. He didn't. Yeah, he's not hearing a damn.
The prophecy foretold you're coming.
Okay. Well,
Here we are.
can we help?
I got this.
All right.
This little,
That's good.
This 4'8" dog is gonna hobble over to the levee and just.
No.
All right. Honestly,
Joe
guys,
looks
he might
legitimately
die.
confused. What are you doing?
I
I
just.
don't need help with the dam. I need
Oh, was that on
rains
it?
to stop. No,
Oh, I should have listened
No,
to the
not
rest of
the
what you're
dam.
saying.
I need me mirror.
Your mirror?
Aye,
Where can we find it?
to the lake, where the slimy, wretched little otter folk took me mirror.
Oh no. The otters took your mirror?
Aye,
How?
stole it when I was taking care of my dam.
Oh, I don't know that they stole it. They probably just borrowed it. You know they.
They took it.
Joe!
I know it in my bones.
Where
Maybe they
was
didn't
it?
like you calling them slimy.
Joe the engineer. I'm using your entire name.
That's your name.
that anger needs to cool it a little.
If I was to get me mirror back, I could commune with the gods. Find out why they're doing this.
Are you seeing this chemistry? It's palpable.
No, honestly, it's getting me a little flushed under the collar, as it were.
All right, Joe. I mean, we'll get you that mirror.
Aye, you will.
Not one word though to me. Just get my mirror. Not hello.
I'm sorry, it's been so long.
I know. I'm sorry too. Anyway, the oyster thing you got looks so good.
Do you like it?
I really do.
I made it myself.
It reeks of your handiwork.
It's hard to say who won the breakup.
It was. Right? No, I mean, look, no winning. I mean, it was mutual, wasn't it? Or.
I don't remember if it was mutual or not. I just remember waking up on the cold, hard rock, rolling over,
That's where we slept. It's fine.
and you were gone.
Yeah.
And there is nothing left but a little feather.
A purple one.
This one!
Pulls out a purple feather.
Oh no! What? No!
I keep it here, tucked away in my
Look at the
oysters.
oysters.
I don't have much of a bag or a backpack.
No.
Is that where you kept your mirror too?
Aye, in my pocket.
No wonder the otters got it.
Wait! What are those other feathers doing in there?
It was a cold, lonely night I spent, night after night,
No, it's-
pining away for it to come back.
It seems like you're just everyone's.
Well, he's got a type.
I know. It's hard for me not.
There's a reason why I called for the Aarakocra.
Oh, all right.
I knew you'd come.
I still care about you. I'm not. I just. It's not gonna. It wasn't gonna work. Look, you said you didn't. My cloaca is getting old.
You know what? I'm gonna go look for the mirror, and
I needed children, and I like taking care of things. And there was an Alkin up there named Zoot, and he needed me more than you did.
I don't know what to say.
none of us do.
I didn't mean to bring my cloaca into this, but
But somehow you always do.
I know. But
It is one of your favorite things to bring up.
I'm just saying, I was starting to look like the bad guy here. I know how y'all all are looking at me.
You left in the middle of the night to look like a good guy?
I didn't know how to say bye.
Oh.
Were you afraid? Afraid of getting too close to me?
You last longer. You're an elf. You're a sea elf. You're always.
I'm never gonna die.
I know. So yeah, I guess I did get a little scared because I certainly am gonna die.
But that's all right. Do you think you're the first?
Clearly not. There's a lot of feathers in that.
He's got a whole duster down
He
here.
tries to cover it with his sheer seaweed rope as much as possible.
I thought you got a bigger butt, but you just got feathers in there. It's just a natural pillow.
This man's ass is so
They're
down.
not all lovers, okay? They're friends too.
Yeah. No, I
To
don't.
remind myself of my people.
Here you go. She just gives him a handful of her fur.
By the way, he's still tinkering this
While this is happening, yeah, he's still casting and trying to keep this dam from breaking.
I don't know how much longer I can keep this going.
All right, Joe.
All right, we're gonna go find the mirror with the slippery otters.
Yeah.
Slimy.
Slime.
Well, yeah.
Otters. You can just call them otters.
Oh,
Okay,
that's a
yeah.
good point,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
They're
You
just
didn't
who
do
they
it.
are, you know.
Yeah. I don't want to other the otters too
But-
hard now.
But
That's
we obviously have stuff to do. You obviously have stuff to do, but I want to continue this at some point. in the
I'll be
future.
here. I don't want this to break. It would flood this whole area and every turtle and fish folk would, well, their things would wash away at least.
Yeah.
They'd be fine.
They'd be okay,
They can
yeah.
swim, but
But their lives would be
Muddy.
ruined.
The stakes got a little bit lower, I'm not gonna lie.
no, they need fresh water and they can't have the mud, right? It's the mud.
There are
That's
also
right.
goblinoids that live on the island.
Oh, there you go.
So
It
It's-
feels like we shouldn't be here anymore and we should be getting the mirror.
I know. Yes, thanks for indulging me.
Humu, as we're walking away, it's almost like that dam is a metaphor for your relationship with Joe.
Oh, what?
I think when we get back there, maybe you ought to look into repairing that. He's a good man with a big downy butt. And I can tell he cares about you a lot.
Wow.
Maybe also get a mattress to sleep on, not a rock.
No, it was the cold rock. We liked it that way.
Oh, yeah, that was your idea. Okay.
Yeah, just like cold rocking it, you know?
Nope.
I don't think that's a saying.
Another bird thing I don't get.
I don't know how to translate that one to dog or bear.
Cold rocking it.
Well, thanks for the advice. I I always love getting feedback about my life.
Clearly.
Yeah, so I really do appreciate it.
Ursula's gotten like visibly sad as they kept walking.
Oh no.
Oh, there's time for your heart to break too.
Well, I just now know that you're just gonna leave one day in the middle of the night and not gonna say goodbye.
Oh shoot. Oh no, what have I done?
Oh, tell her that you're not. It's a good first step.
It's too late.
I immediately went, found out.
Ah, you got me.
Oh yeah, that is what I do. Huh. Hey Ursula, I will never leave you the way I left Joe. The reason is, Joe's a sea elf. The things that scare me about Joe could never scare me about you. Him being an infinite humanoid, that's terrifying. But you I dearly, dearly love. Same way Zood always knows, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna prioritize Zood. I'm gonna prioritize you too.
All right.
Now, this partnership thing with Joe, that's gonna be a little trickier. I don't know if I can ever prioritize that, but don't you tell him that. None of y'all do.
You know I'm bad with secrets.
Okay, well,
I almost said I had the animus juice, but I didn't because you guys were caught up in your romance.
oh, you did? Hey,
I didn't say it.
is our girl growing up?
I kept a secret.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Our girl, all of our,
Our child.
My
child.
three
So
parents.
proud.
Our progeny.
yeah, real good.
How
Good
far away
work.
are these otters?
I mean, as you begin to walk up the river, you can see that it's very well. It is swelling and overflowing, and even as you get north of the town, at some point you're going to either have to go You're not really sure where the otters are. He mentioned sort of straight north towards the
he
lake.
said the lake.
The lake.
Yeah.
But the lake is covered in a water funnel, and there's a lot of rain and chaos happening in the air. So you're gonna have to find a way to track these.
I'm gonna start looking for any kind
Sure,
of
absolutely.
Ursula's
Make a
pretty good.
survival check.
I also want to try
Go right
something
ahead.
as best I can despite all this wet. Want to try to bring this old sniffer to bear.
Great, perfect. So perception for you, and Ursula, you get advantage from later skater.
Later, skater. Thank you.
Fido, you have advantage from blessing of a fruitcake.
Aw, thank you, Fruitcake.
So only got 10.
Okay. I got a 12 for the old snoop.
Your 10, you can't really find tracks. It's clear that the water has sort of made the ground, is soaking the ground. So you should be able to track fairly well, given that there is a soft ground here. But for whatever reason, Ursula, you're distracted by the fact that old Humu might leave, and her telling you that she never was is not really
immediately
landing
said
like
she
wanted
was
to.
going to, and
Right.
then she didn't.
Immediately confirmed it.
I
And
just
then
said it.
sort of reversed it, and that's really kind of impacting your ability.
Dang
to
it.
All I'm getting is mud.
But luckily, Fido over here has got that old trusty sniffer.
Never fails.
And he starts to pick up what is very much the smell of fish
Mirror. Oh.
and oysters and wet fur and that kind of thing. Definitely otter.
Okay, y'all, I've got the trail. I'm smelling some mighty damp otter with a hint of mirror just yonder.
Amazing. All right.
Here I go.
Lead the way.
Yeah, I'm following you.
All right, well, that's when we'll go into intermission as we prepare ourselves for the journey forward to the otter folk.
my God.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We'll be back in about 15 minutes.
You can borrow the power of a god and influence the journey of our adventurers. Join forces with other watchers to drop a force of nature or a force of cosmos into our world. A trap, an advantage, a monstrous predator, or a portal to another dimension, where everyone is a talking sock hand. Force cards are unlocked level by level, each one increasing in power. You may dip your toe in godhood by purchasing a seed of nature or a spark of cosmos that will increase your force's strength. Or you may harness even greater power and purchase a mote of nature or a mote of cosmos and propel your force even faster to the next highest tier. Should you choose to affect the story of our adventurers, you can do so by using our custom extension to choose which side you're on, and maybe even help or hinder the player's dice rolls with an advantage or disadvantage while you're there. Use your powers wisely, Watchers.
And we're back. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around. That was a 15-minute break. It was very, very much needed. Apologies for making it early, but as you can tell, we have got a table today. So I want to make sure we had enough time to get through everything, especially when we get to it. So it is already incredible. It's made my life very easy. I don't have to say much and just watch and laugh. And hopefully all of you are laughing at me and with me while we're doing that. So when we last left off, you had just Fido. You had I almost called you Old Fido. Fido.
I am that.
Fido, you had picked up the scent of what you believe were the otter folk.
And they don't smell slimy.
Oh, that's good to know.
Not getting a hint of slime on.
Well, I think Joe's little point of view was a bit biased, having had his mirror. By the way, he loves his mirror.
Hey, Humu,
What?
between you and me,
Yeah.
I saw a few patches of otter fur back there too.
There is nothing that is not within those oyster shells.
Now, those pants were packed.
He contains multitudes between those cheeks.
You know what? I'm gonna get those pants off him, and I'm just gonna see the entire
Not
truth.
hard.
The entire truth before I make any declarations about our future.
You should know what you're getting into.
You seem like you got a really good look at his butt.
I spent most of the conversation doing that. He turned away from me to talk to Humu, and it was just, I'm at butt level.
Well, to be fair, Fido is a dog, and you love to sniff butts.
It's how I say hello.
All right. Well, name 10 things that were in his butt.
You know what? Let's find this mirror.
Sounds like a movie. 10 things in his butt. All right, so you begin to make your way towards the river, or the lake. Fido, what you start to realize is that the otters seem to have gone on the eastern side of the lake and have avoided the river completely. And you feel that's probably because didn't want to endanger themselves. You're looking at this river moving very quickly, very wide, very rage-filled river, and you're not quite sure you could fjord that thing. So you're pretty sure that the otters, following your nose, have gone the other way.
Well, friends, the otters have strafed around the side.
Do we need to cross the river?
He is indicating to you that actually you'd be moving towards the east of the island. That's where the trail leads you, which is away from the river.
Ursula's tracking ahead, but keeps looking back at Humu to make sure she's still there.
Okay.
You could leave it anymore.
I see what's happening.
No, I'm joking. I'm just joshing with you. No.
As you guys are traveling along the edge of the lake, you notice that there's the main water funnel coming up out of the lake, but you see other smaller cyclones starting to form around the edges, and they appear to be converging or moving towards that big water funnel.
Oh my gosh.
Howdy, things are getting sticky out there, friends.
Oh no.
Tell me about it.
And as you get closer and walking this way, you realize that at some point you're going to be crossing the paths of some of these storms if you're following the path that the otter
Oh
folk
my
took.
gosh.
Oh, this is bringing back like memories to when I got swept away into an ice cave.
Oh,
God.
are you still?
So scary.
It was scary.
You're so
still
strong.
trying to
You
figure that out.
survived. That's amazing.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. We can all learn something from you.
Well, as one of my parents, I appreciate this positive feedback.
Yeah, I mean, I know I still have so much to learn.
Wait, how old are you?
17.
Wait, can your parent be younger than you?
Well, you know,
I mean, life finds a way.
we dog folk, we mature really fast.
That's true.
I have a lot of life experience.
Name 10 life experiences.
Okay. I was head of the captain of security
Head
at
of the
my
captain?
temple.
Head of the captain of security. You're in charge of
captain.
one dude.
Wow.
No, it's a captain, but she was the head part.
Oh, like a mech.
Yes. Yeah.
Our team is called the captains
Oh, the head of the
because
captain.
we dominate.
I mean,
Okay, yeah.
okay, one.
You're already more mature than me. Keep going.
And then, you know, there was so many great moments coming up in my
Oh, there it is.
This violent, rotating column of rushing air
Oh, no.
sweeps in and immediately cuts across the rocky edge that you're walking along, which is along the lake. Like think like a crystal clear. That's not clear right now, but like a crystal clear lake at the top of a higher elevation. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Almost like it's a old volcano filled with water.
There you go.
Almost like that.
But these powerful winds come rushing across the rock and blast you so hard that I need everyone to make nature checks. And if they make their nature check, it's a DC 13. If they succeed, you will get advantage when dealing with the windstorm that's hitting you.
All right,
So in other words, you're
Anyone have-
you're predicting where the weather is going to go.
That was
Ursula, you have advantage from blessing of a fruitcake.
DC what?
13.
Oh, my
Old
God.
Humu, you have advantage from later skater, so that will be a regular.
So
roll for
I'm
you.
also one notch of exhaustion, so just one die still.
one die for
but
you.
still, thank you later, skater.
And then Gigi, you have advantage from later skater,
Thank you so much.
and Fido, you also have advantage from later skater.
Later, skater. Thank you, kind.
I rolled 2 nat ones.
Me too.
What?
Yes.
Well,
Oh,
Whoa.
you gotta balance out this
hey, this
Save the
reminds me.
children.
This reminds me of last episode.
Yeah, really. So did anybody make it?
I got a 14.
Okay.
17.
So you two
The
get
old farts.
advantage on your Constitution saving throws when the windstorm hits.
All right.
In other words, you two see it coming this way, and for whatever reason, maybe because Ursula and Gigi are so enwrapped in each other. And
I'm just
having this
listening to her life
conversation,
experiences. So I
that the
don't
tornado
see-
hits you head on. The wind hits you head on.
Well, I think we also established Ursula was walking ahead of us.
True.
So I think I just see it come through, just knock the hell out of her, and be like, oh, no.
Yeah. So
And I just can see and feel air currents. And so this makes sense.
So now you all get to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, here it is.
And those of you that failed your nature check are at disadvantage for these.
Okay.
And those of you that made your nature check are at advantage.
Ursula?
You don't have to worry about that.
But
Okay,
with
never
my
mind.
exhaustion, I'm just neutral again.
Correct.
Golly.
No, you don't have exhaustion's
saving
only
throw.
ability checks.
Oh,
This is a
fantastic.
saving throw.
Yeah.
So I have advantage.
You have. Oh, that's up to you. Whether you have
Howdy,
or
friend.
straight as far as I'm concerned.
So what's the DC on that bad boy?
13.
Oh, beans.
Wait, Jared. So I have advantage on nature since
Just- right.
on con save.
Yes.
Because I passed nature.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I got a 10.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's finally time to die.
I got a 5.
Fido!
Sorry.
So the only person
21.
that's truly prepared for what's coming next, which is the second phase of this storm, is Ol Humu. You sense the winds. You catch the wind in your wings, and you actually let it push you out of the way as deadly sheets of water come raining down after the wind
My God.
blows past. Now, when I say sheets of water, I mean imagine waves, like an ocean wave, but raining down on you from above, as opposed to
terrifying.
from the side.
Make it stop.
And you're traversing rocky terrain, but you have to keep moving forward, or you will be swept into the lake itself.
Okay.
Golly.
Before I get into round 2, and remember, those of you that failed your con save have disadvantage into this next section. Does anybody want to do anything in particular?
I would actually.
I am just being
Well, I'm gonna start by shaking off.
by a water.
Let's see what I can do.
It's not that.
I mean, okay, can I do shape plunger? Just like
Yeah.
trying to like get it out of my, so I'm not like choking.
Yes.
So it's just like a cube in front of me where
Yes.
it's just like not, and ideally it's 5 foot. So both of us like just trying to kind of like.
Well,
Hit
for
the
that
water.
instance, I'm going to say it's just for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to propose you something
Okay, go ahead.
and see what you think. So, if I got a hold of somebody nearby, could I cast Thunder Wave to use some force to push the water out from me without damaging them as well?
Yes.
And before you say yes, I'm willing to take some damage to prevent them having to roll a save if I need to.
That would be extra. So, yes to casting the spell, which would make it an automatic success on the skill check portion of it. But on the save portion of it, no. That's just going to be for you. In other words, you can help someone out with the skill check, but for the save portion, that has to be them rolling for themselves.
Got it. Well, all I'm trying to avoid is because they have to roll a save to not take damage from me.
Right.
I'm trying to avert that.
I see. You're trying to make it to where they don't take damage, but you take the damage that they would normally take.
If it comes to that,
Got it.
if I must, okay, I'll die.
Okay.
Pull my
Really
tail.
ready to die.
So willing to give up
Okay.
your life.
I left a will behind with Jason. Johannes. One of them.
So, who would you be assisting?
Well,
Because it looks like Ursula's already got her
no.
thing going.
Who's having trouble? Gigi,
help
hey,
the other team.
Us dogs gotta stick together. So I'm gonna channel my puppy power here and try and save the two of us.
Okay. Were you gonna?
I wanted to ask can we see like how much distance we have yet to cross? Like how far we have to go?
You're going off of his nose, so you don't know exactly how far you need to get to where the otters are.
Okay.
Right now, it's just that rocky cliffside around the lake with the wind and the rain trying to blow you off. Yeah.
All right. Yes, please help me. I don't like this.
And so who's now making, who's like definitely going to be making these nature ability checks?
Well, this isn't nature this time. It's a different
it's
it's a
only
different check.
Oh, it's a
going
different
to
check.
change for each phase.
It's going to change. Well,
Yeah.
okay, but I will cast guidance on someone.
Great.
I don't know. It's going to be, I don't know. It could be even me, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. It'll be you.
my
You're
goodness.
already being helped. That's fine. Yeah, great. You get
Next saving throw.
you.
Yeah.
I'll just cast on you since you're helping.
And you know what? I'll even build on that. I'm gonna give you a bardic inspiration
I'm gonna say,
as I reach around. Ma'am!
What did you say?
you're a dog.
A bone? Did you say a bone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't teach her that. That was all you.
I did say
Miss Cloaca over here.
dogs
You didn't
have,
raise her
dogs
right.
have bones and birds have cloacas, and that's just how it is, y'all.
I hate these conversations when my parents have them.
I'm gonna reach behind me and
Seals have oysters.
strum the dulcimer from and give you a bardic inspiration.
Oh, I like that.
That's a D8 you can use. And then for my thunder wave, I'm gonna slap the drum on my tummy.
Okay.
This one's called Wet Dog Days. As I go and grab Gigi.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just boop you right on the nose, and you just feel a surge of actually a warmth you haven't felt in a long time.
Oh, bring some light to these old bones.
Yes, and you can roll a d4.
I do have bones.
A d4 and add it to your any ability check of your choice
Well, mine's D8.
for a minute.
So what is the saving throw? What is the saving throw for your spell? What?
Constitution.
You have advantage from City Racing Girl.
I have advantage?
Yep.
Oh no!
Nat 20.
Racing girl, no!
Oh, City Racing
Yikes.
Girl, pick a
It was a
side.
6, now it's a
Now
nat
it's a
20.
nat 20.
So
We're gonna die.
this is what happens. You blast the water away, clearing a path, and then another sheet comes in right behind it and hits you in the
Ah,
face.
beans.
Oh my gosh.
So it's a good thing you did the guidance, because you will still need to make either a survival check to navigate through the sheets of rain, or you can make a sleight of hand check to try to tie a rope, if you have a rope, off to one other person to assist them in making their check. Does that
Well,
make sense?
I promised myself a long time ago that I would devote myself in the service of others.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the rope holding my drum to my tummy, my tummy to my drum. I'm old, y'all. And I'm gonna cast that around, because we've already been doing this, Gigi, to try and help her out, even if it means my death.
Great.
Oh no.
So then, sleight of hand from you. You get an advantage on a survival check.
My sleight of hand's a +0. Here we go.
plus 4.
That's
Plus a D4.
A D4.
You already have advantage because you succeeded in the last round.
Okay.
So you have advantage on your survival check.
Okay, which is evens out to 1 die for me.
That's right, because you're exhausted.
I'm so tired.
And then you cast your spell as well, which clears the water away from you, which is going to give you advantage on your survival check.
Okay.
So, Fido, you don't have advantage yet, as far as I heard just now. You get it from later skater.
There you go.
Bing, bang, boom.
The others do
Okay,
have
that's
advantages,
better.
but you already have advantage, so we'll
Thank
see.
you later, skater.
Oh, it doesn't. We're not going to stack
Yeah,
it.
no,
Okay,
it's-
fair enough.
We're doing survival,
Yes!
a survival check.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, 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 oh,
Ooh, she's all dark meat today.
21.
Okay.
Love you, Amy.
What'd you get?
Love you.
19.
Okay. What'd you get?
15.
Great.
21.
So everybody passed. Everybody passed, which means you all get to make your strength save for being pushed off of the rock into the lake
Okay.
at advantage. So everybody make a strength
There's a
save.
lot going on here, folks.
Yeah, it's every round. It's
Is
a
it-
skill check of some sort, followed by a
That's
save.
fine. Okay, do we use athletics or just strength?
Just strength, because it's a save.
strength saving throw.
Oh, saving throw.
Ursula, you have advantage from later skater.
But we already get advantage, right?
Oh yeah, if you already have it, so then
Yeah.
Roll 5 dice.
No, I'm sorry.
you get advantage though.
No, I don't. Well, I have to, but it's only 1 die because I'm exhausted. Ron,
It's a
I'm
save.
so
It's a
tired.
save.
It's a
Oh,
save.
that's right. Okay.
She's so tired.
I know she's so excited.
I think that's just Amy projecting.
She's not usually up this late.
Okay, here's my second roll. Okay, better. But still a 13.
13 is just enough. Did anyone not get 13?
I got
So-
18.
22.
Great. So you
Yay.
pass round 2. Round 3.
Round 2 of 8.
Yes.
Can we do more things now?
Yes, but let me explain.
Okay.
Round 3, believe it or not, there is a loud, wet thwap as a fish explodes the rock in front of you.
Ew!
And you glance up and you see fish raining from the sky
Oh, no.
that have been sucked up out of the lake, as well as large fist-sized hunks of hail.
Oh my god.
Now, the fish are landing and some of the guts are splattering up and hitting you.
Jesus.
But the hail, when it hits with such force that you know that it would cause extreme damage to any of you if you were to be hit by a hunk of hail as opposed to slapped in the face by a fish.
Go for the fish!
Dive into the fish.
Yeah, use ASD and just catch the fish.
So, before I have you make your skill checks, is there anything you'd like to do to help avoid the hail and only take the fish?
Well, I have a thing I'd like to do to help Gigi, but I want to know what you want to do first.
I was going to bless everybody.
Yes!
Bless.
Oh, Bahatha, give me some
Yes.
Bahatha
Bahata
love.
bless you. And she gives you all a little tap with her tail.
Oh. What's your state of like gorge right now?
Understand gorge.
Very less gorge than before, now that she is slapped with waves of rainwater and probably a lot of
And
mud.
exploding fish.
Okay.
And exploding fish.
Can I do destroy water on hails?
Yes. Yes. But if you miss it, then I'm gonna say whoever that person is,
destroy
that you're
fish.
trying to
Fido dies.
save-
Oh.
whoever that person is that you're trying to save will take it no matter what their save is. Does that make sense? Because they're gonna see you do that, and they're going to either go, okay, that one's taken care of. I'm gonna
Don't
stay
they know
here.
I'm an unpredictable team?
I guess.
But
we
you
can-
are unpredictable.
I guess
so
we can. Yeah. I guess we can leave it up to the players.
Okay.
Yeah. In other words, if you blast the hail that's coming for a specific person, if you fail that check, then they will automatically take the damage from the hail as opposed to making a save.
Just so you know,
Yeah.
she can destroy up to 30-foot cube of fog. So take that as you
Okay.
will.
Okay.
Is there a check for this though, or I'll need to make a check?
I'm gonna make you
Okay.
do a check. Yeah.
Hypothetically,
Yeah.
do I assess that perhaps a barrier of some sort could block the hail if someone would be
Yes.
hit by it?
Yes. In fact, a DC 13 strength check will allow you to carry a half-dead tree that is laying nearby above your head as cover. That was
For just me?
one of my ideas. Thank you for bringing it up.
Hey. Well then, I want to propose something.
You could use the shield on another, but then that would be exposing you to hail and fish.
Well, here's exactly what I'm thinking, and you let me know if I can do this.
Please.
If I have enough time here. So, I'd like to tearfully hollow out my drum, punch through the membrane on the top, upturn it onto Gigi, so she has a big old wooden hat to protect her noggin from hail.
Okay.
If I can also grab the
It's gonna
log
be,
for
it's gonna be
myself,
loud in there though.
It's going to be so loud.
It's gonna be hard not to dance.
if I can also grab the trunk for myself, I will. But if I have to
Man, this
choose,
storm
I'll
is
cover
blowing.
Gigi first.
Okay.
The storm is bumping.
Yeah.
I will let you do both if you make a dex check to be able to do both. So hold off on that. Okay. Hold off on that. So you're going to be doing dex. Are you okay with this idea?
Yeah, I love it.
So then you'll be doing a strength check with advantage if he's successful.
Beautiful.
You can't die.
I'm gonna go ahead and do guidance one more time on
Great.
our doggy friend here.
Great.
Oh, and have you used your bardic inspiration yet?
No.
Okay, so you still have that.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it.
And you all
I'm
have a
gonna need it.
D4 from the Bless in the Tank as well.
The other option, just to throw out options, is you can do an acrobatics check to run from tree to tree or cover to cover to avoid the hail, but obviously still getting hit by the fish.
Okay.
Wait, Ursula loves fish, so I'm good with that.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Maybe that's what I will do. Using my wings and the tree cover and knowing my way around a bit of tree and a bit of fish and catching them. So yeah, maybe I'll be the dart one.
Okay.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Actually.
Ursula,
Yeah.
which one are you doing? Oh, you're doing the killing the hail.
I'm
with
killing
your
the
spell.
hail, so
Okay.
I'm not sure what else I can.
So-
That's probably like.
I love it.
Yeah.
Who are you doing who are you saving with the hail thing?
Well, yeah. It seems like she's protected. Yeah. And
They're only protected if they make their skill checks. Otherwise,
worry
they might
about
still
us.
get hit by
okay,
hail.
I'm gonna go for my OG mom.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so then let's do your dex first for your covering yourself and covering.
This is just a rock check, or can I use acrobatics?
Yes, bless
Just
you.
dex.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Here we go. Now, if I'm correct with how I rolled this character, that's a -1. Here we go.
You do also get a D4.
That's true.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh My God, that's a whole 22.
All of you see this very old, sunken in, like, dodgery.
I tie my ears up over my head.
Whose ears are dripping with water.
Yeah. He, in fact, uses his ears to roll across the ground safely, grab the log, bring the log up, punch the drum,
They're prehensile.
hat over the top of Gigi, and then hold that log up above his head as you all continue to run forward.
Wow.
So both of you will get advantage on your saves. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
And that's how you do it.
And that's how you do
You, my dear, you're destroying water, yes? So give me a perception check. You're going to try to pinpoint the hail that's skyrocketing towards...
Don't touch my mom.
Straight roll as far as I'm concerned.
And my horned eyebrows are like zoomed in like this. I'm getting extremely aerodynamic, and
Oh man, you don't talk when her eyebrows are like that. She will not go
they're like normally like this, and they're like.
She got her action eyebrows on.
Okay, wait. I thought I had advantage or something, but no, just straight.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Not for... Oh, no. Did you succeeded on the last
Yeah.
round, right? Yeah, then you do have advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So scary. Okay. It's not great, but I'm gonna keep rolling other dice. A 10 plus
Your bardic inspiration.
my bardic inspiration, which is a 6.
Okay.
Money. Is that
You
enough?
also have a bless.
Yeah, you might as well
Yeah.
use the bless.
Okay.
Does that affect skills?
I think
Ability.
I think it just did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
19.
Wow.
especially with the bardic inspiration,
Very dirty
as
19.
well as the bless, you blast the hail that's skyrocketing down towards your friend, right? However, that leaves you open, right? So then on your save,
shoot.
because you didn't do anything to protect yourself, you were protecting your friends, you'll be at disadvantage on your save.
Oh no! I didn't even think about that.
You don't even have to roll.
Can the fishes?
The grasshopper has become
The grasshopper.
Grasshopper?
the bird.
I never understand these bird
Checks out.
proverbs.
Checks out.
How do we
So-
translate this one to dog and bear?
So, Fido and Gigi, you'll be rolling at advantage for your intelligence saving throw.
What?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
And then, because you're trying to, again, avoid the hail and take the fish, you will be rolling at disadvantage on your intelligence saving throw.
Except later, Skater says you get to roll straight because they're giving you advantage.
Later, skater. Thank you. Also, I think fishes should get provoke opportunity attacks from me since I'm so good at it.
I thought you were going to say fishes get stitches. And I was like, that's what happened. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Fish around and find
Yeah.
out.
Get a high five for that one, girl. That was awesome.
So, what'd you get?
Whoa, okay, 9.
Really?
With advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I rolled a 9 and a 5, and I have nothing in my
So
intelligence.
your drum does not protect her. And the hail
beans.
punches through the drum
my
and
God.
slams into her.
And you
It
can
almost looked like the
you can
drum attracted it.
You can see a bit of blood splatter on the inside of
My
the drum.
God, y'all!
So
In hindsight, the drum kind of focused the hail.
10 points of cold damage.
10.
I have resistance to cold damage.
Oh my God!
The drum's just filling up.
It's a frothy mess in there.
Not gonna be able to breathe soon.
Oh no! It's sealed at the bottom. There was too much membrane left.
You two get to roll as well.
Oh, I rolled a 23.
Okay, you're great.
Just straight?
Yes.
Oh yeah, straight.
Yeah, you for sure.
You take 2 points of sturgeon damage as a fish hits you and
Sturgeon.
Sturgeon.
Oh,
Wait,
I
what am
wrap it all up.
What am I rolling?
you're rolling intelligence saving throw at straight roll. Thank you.
Oh, just 12.
That is not
Did
enough.
you add your bless?
No, I already did it. I already used it.
It's continuous until she. Oh, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh really? The 3 is
Concentration check. Excuse me.
Well, we're about to find
Yeah,
out.
bless lasts until a minute or until she loses concentration.
incredible. So then do I roll it again or just keep the 3?
Gwendolyn,
Roll it.
Gigi, you have advantage from Drew from IT on that roll.
I got 14.
Oh, beautiful.
That is
Thank
just
you.
enough.
It was a con.
It's a concentration check, so it's just con modifier. Roll a d20, add your con mod.
My spell fails, but I grab
better.
a fish and hit the
15?
last
Yeah,
hit.
it passes, so
You
bless
do
stays
take 4 points of carp damage.
up. It's a new type.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
As a bear,
there's no
is she resistant to that though?
No.
She does eat fish. She does eat fish.
I'm
It just
more of a
takes-
trout
If it
girl.
was salmon or trout, then
Salmon
I'd
or
get
trout,
it. If it was
yeah,
salmon
yeah.
This
or
is
trout.
specifically carp.
Fair enough. Bears
did
do not
mention
eat carp. That I know.
Carp, damn it.
You still have your bless. I did pass the
Okay,
con.
great.
But you best.
Final round.
Oh.
Lightning strikes.
Oh no.
The rock in front of you
I
breaks
hope
apart.
the bird guys are okay.
Ah,
Lightning!
oh my gosh.
Count it.
That is so scary.
Oh, that was pretty quick.
Another bolt of lightning forks out
Oh no.
and strikes a tree. The tree bursts into flames,
Fire bad.
immediately extinguished by the water. But then the tree starts to fall away.
Oh no.
So there is a tree, a massive fir tree, that is falling towards all of you while you're on this rocky ledge.
Okay.
What would you like to do to assist either yourself or, in some of your guys' cases, each other to get through this next challenge?
Okay.
Well, I have something I'd like to mention here.
Please.
Similar to round one, I want to see if I can get right close to this tree
Yes.
and get a thunder wave off to hopefully at least divert it away from my comrade.
Yes, that is one of the options. You're going to be trying to push the tree in a specific direction so that it's not landing on top of all of you.
I want to get that force damage
Yes.
out there and just knock that
Yes.
puppy away.
However,
Uh-oh.
you will be putting yourself in danger because if you're blasting the tree out, the chances of it falling towards you is greater.
My friend, that's all upside.
Okay. All right.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
In that case, if none of you are going to stop Fido, Fido rushes forward towards this tree and starts to cast a spell.
I want him to do it.
Okay.
You see me pull the dulcimer out over my back, and I go, and in this big, just arm swinging strum, the ears go up with electricity, and the force shoots out,
Yeah.
and
So none of you have to make any skill checks. You're all going to get advantage on your final saving throw, which is a dex save. However, Fido, you will be at disadvantage on your dex save because you're going to be waiting until the last moment to roll out of the way as the tree collapses.
This is what I was born to do. Die.
I mean,
Is that your catchphrase?
That's it. That's the old Fido motto for you. I have a t-shirt with that on it.
So everybody gets to make dex saves.
Okay.
okay.
You're at advantage except for Fido, who's at disadvantage.
Straight
Right.
roll because of later skater.
I am blessed, however.
Thank you,
We're all
later
blessed.
skater.
Wait,
we're all blessed?
Oh, straight roll now.
Straight roll now.
Thank
with
you,
bless.
Skater, kindly.
What do we get to add to
A
bless?
D4.
Ooh, baby.
Normally, just so those watching home, normally bless would not apply to ability checks, only saving throws. But we're being nice
This is a
here
saving throw.
because it's a Bahavit. This is a saving throw. I'm just clarifying
Oh,
earlier.
before.
when we were
Okay,
talking about it.
great. Oh, mommy likey.
I hate it when she talks like that. Wait. Dexterity, right?
Dex
Yes.
saving throw.
22.
Okay.
18.
13.
13?
Yeah.
13?
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you get?
5.
Okay.
Oh no.
So.
Oh no.
I know.
Oh my god.
So at the last minute, you look over and you see it's clear as day. You see that Gigi is going to be crushed by this tree.
No.
And you place yourself in the way so that Gigi gets pushed out of the way and the tree lands on top of Fido.
Oh my gosh. Oh, listen to those dice.
So you take 12, 13, 14 points of bludgeoning damage, and then I'm going to let you choose what limb is broken.
Oh no.
Which leg?
Which, or the ear.
They're all legs.
Yes.
Which limb is broken?
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna take just for that extra bit of juicy challenge,
My strumming arm.
Okay.
Old Lefty's gone. Well, I have it, but it's broken.
Yeah.
It's gone
All
in
of
there
you
for-
hear this, and you hear the cracking sound as this bone snaps.
Frick.
That does not sound good.
Oh no.
The
Fido!
lightning subsides. The lightning subsides, and for the briefest of moments, the storm stops, and that's when you realize that you're in the eye of this
Oh my
tornado.
God.
You can actually see all the way up to the sky, and it's somewhat clear immediately or straight above you. Fido, when you get slammed by this tree, you actually get pushed into an underground subterranean area. The rest of you don't know what happened to Fido. You just see this large
And hear a bone
charred
crack.
tree fall down, and you hear the yelp.
Ooh, I can see it.
Do you have dark vision?
Oh yeah, 60 feet.
yeah.
Great. Then you glance around and you see that you're in this underground cave, and it looks like there's a tunnel that goes up and out to where the lake itself is. What are the three? We'll get to you in a second. What are the three of you doing?
Panicking.
I have sending, so I'm gonna send him. Send Fido a message.
25 words or less.
25 words or less.
Yep.
Hey. It me.
To be clear, that was 25 words worth of lies on that.
Are you okay, Fido? Thanks for saving us.
Stop.
We are gonna be looking for you, stat.
Stop.
And I can,
That's it.
Periods.
And I can.
you know what I mean.
Now, I can reply to this, right?
Sending the creature hears and
Another 25
and
words.
it is an you have to have an intelligence. Oh wait,
What?
hold on.
Am I not smart enough for
The
this?
creature hears a message. You can answer in a like matter immediately.
Yeah, so 25 words.
So here's what I do. Because Fido's nothing if not a bit of a ham. I give it a good 30 seconds before I reply.
Guys, he's not answering. He's not answering. What happened to Fido? I think he's dead. He's dead. Ooh.
Hey.
Oh.
Am fine. In some kind of tunnel, I can see my bones.
Oh.
He's got me clearly more words, and he actually counted syllables, but yes. That's what goes through.
Okay, hey, you stop panicking, and we'll keep digging. Obviously, he's underneath. He's underground. He's fine, but he can see his bones.
Okay.
That's not fine. It's not okay.
In like a fun way or a bad way?
Oh, the vibe of it was bad.
Okay.
In sending, I can just know
There's a vibe.
it's
Okay.
bad.
We dig.
Yeah,
I dig.
I'm digging holes.
Okay. So you guys are all digging essentially like around where the tree fell to try to figure out what
Yeah.
happened. Okay. Yeah, because he's clearly not there. In fact, you see like a little patch of fur where he was pushed underground.
You know who'd like
It's
that?
just my tail.
The engineer Joe.
Joe, we should get that
Should
for
maybe
him.
take that for him.
All right, I will.
So you hear them digging up above, Fido. We'll switch to you. What would you like to do? You're in this dank, sort of smelly underground layer. Not that kind of dank.
Get lit down there. Get so lit.
It smells,
It's for my glaucoma.
it smells like there's like a musk to it. And then when you glance around, you see little bits of hard shell scattered about on the ground. Tastes like old foul crab.
Ew.
All right, well,
Pocket the foul crab.
you never know. Well, I know my friends are coming down looking for me, but
Yeah, you hear them scratching.
and
at the
there's a
surface.
tunnel extending from here, yes?
Yes.
Well, old Fido's nothing if not a little bit curious, so I'm gonna explore a wee tad while they make a hole up there.
Okay. With your broken arm leg.
It's just the arm. Yeah, I got this butt. This is patched up here.
So you're kind of
Bones ain't going nowhere.
You're hobbling along in this tunnel, and as you get deeper in, you actually hear what sound like creatures speaking on the other end of the tunnel in another subterranean cave area. That's when you realize that this is some kind of dwelling for a creature or several creatures.
And your nose picks up otter.
Yeah. You in fact see rocks that are very specifically shaped for cracking open crab shells.
Oh.
I'll take one of those too, because you never know. I like oysters. All right, well, now with my knowledge of having traveled around a bit and hearing and composing a few ballads in my time, do I know of these otter people to be at all aggressive to folks in their habitations?
I'm gonna let you handle that one.
So roll for me nature. A nature check.
Just
you are
flat?
Yep, just flat roll as far as I'm concerned.
All right, here comes nature. Let's see. +1. Oh, 16.
Ooh.
Most animus are defensive of their homes, generally speaking. You clearly realize that you are in an otter dwelling, and if they were to find you, you can anticipate that they may be aggressive, but it's not unguaranteed. It's just that you are invading the home, and depending on what they're doing, whether they have children, so on and so forth, they could respond in different ways, but probably not a good idea to be in the home unannounced.
All right, well, I want to proceed all subtle-like and see if I can just sneak a peek of what's happening up
Make
there.
a stealth check.
Here I go. Boop. Beans. That's an 8.
So as you're crawling and trying to sneak, you bump that exposed bone on the side of the cave, and it's not even an ow, it's a and all of you can hear in the cave a howl.
He's saying we're on the right path.
Oh no, Fido! Really?
I think so.
Are the otter folk
Didn't sound good.
from where he's at currently? Are they
Yeah.
visible? Who are they?
I'm sorry. No, you don't see them yet. You just see the tunnel going into the. You didn't even get to the other subterranean area. You're just on your way there. But the chittering, the broken common that you could hear from that other place immediately stops.
And then everything gets sort of silent,
My
Except for
bones
the
betrayed
digging
me
above.
again.
except the digging above.
Yeah.
How much longer does it take us to do?
I was just about ready to say, why don't you guys give us athletics skill checks?
I think I'm going to participate with my talons, even though
Sure.
it's not going to be that great.
Sure.
Wait, you said
Old
athletics?
Humu, you have
athletics. Yeah.
16.
advantage from later skater.
Which means I'm evened out.
Yep.
Ursula, your straight roll, and Gwendolyn, you have advantage from later skater. Actually, Ursula, you do have one from later skater.
Oh, great.
Later Skater killing
Later
it tonight.
Skater.
What's up?
Thank you, later
Saving
skater.
our GD lives.
And this bless doesn't apply to these, right? Or does it?
New dice.
Technically not.
No.
I got a
16.
3.
A 16.
Okay.
A 3 for my talons.
Okay.
13.
Bears
Okay.
are good at digging.
So, old Humu looks like she's getting a little winded. She actually has to lean on the side of the burnt out fir tree for a moment as you two continue to dig. And you eventually find that hole, that opening, and you realize that it was covered over by something. There was some kind of shell or rock or something that was placed over the top, and you push that aside, and that's when you can look down into this subterranean dwelling. And he fell a good 10, 15 feet into the rocky surface below, and you can see water starting to collect down there as well as it pours in through this hole. But you do see him, and he's sort of half up on a rock going into a tunnel that leads to what looks like another subterranean area.
Okay. I see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a rest.
I have an extra hard candy that Fido had given.
Oh, I don't even care. Yeah, give me that BS.
All right. It's 15,
My brand.
It's 15 feet down, so you can fly.
I can hover at least.
Maybe take a breath first.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, you guys are in the eye of this storm, so pretty soon it's going to pass over you, and you'll be back into the storm again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we follow him in the tunnel, or are we pulling him out?
Seems like he's going farther in, so I guess we're going in. And it looks like we're gonna get hit by this storm, so I say we go in.
Okay, I'm just gonna guidance you.
Thank you.
You get a D4 for any checks you make.
Okay, great.
Now begins the scatting portion of our show.
It never stopped.
You said 15 feet, right? So
You can.
we could jump, and it
Yeah,
would be.
you could jump, or you can lower people down into the hole. Like the last person will have to jump.
Oh, I should be the last person.
Can you carry me?
My whole life.
All right.
She is clearly
to the ends of the earth.
too big. She is very big and heavy.
Just take my hands. You lower me in.
Okay, I've got you by my talons.
We're both. I'll hold the other hand.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So
I
she'll
trust
help
you
you.
both as two of my parents, my younger parent and my older parent.
Okay.
Here we go.
Make an athletics check at advantage since
Okay.
Gigi, you're just helping. So
Oh, maybe.
I'm gonna do
okay.
this like trust fall style.
Oh, shoot, dog it. So athletics advantage, but I'm exhausted, so one die.
one die.
9.
So she starts to lower you in.
Oh, I can see your bones too.
Your hands slip, and she just lets go. And
No,
Take
wait.
2 bludgeoning as you fall.
Okay.
Ow!
That's all right. I'll heal you.
live the
Oh
king.
no, I've got some I've
you
got
kind
some
of
boo boo
crash
band-aids.
down
Yeah.
right next to Fido.
Ow!
Oh, howdy. Oh, you're out there.
Well, I was getting lowered in, but it didn't go as planned.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I'm all right. Hang on. Let me take care of that. Let me get my dulcimer. Hold on. Plung. Pickle. And I use healing word and heal you.
Oh,
It's
The word-
okay,
the
I'll
word
heal
changed
you.
each time.
It's okay, I got you. I'll heal you in a bit when I'm down there. I can see
already
you.
got
What?
healed.
What now? Oh,
Thanks. Got another candy.
Yeah, of course you can. Hang on. Let me get the healing for you. Here's a candy. That one's
Thank you.
peach. All right.
Never had
And
it.
that's gonna be 3 plus 6 healing total.
It's more than I even needed.
Can I also try to lower Gigi?
I was gonna ask if I can lower my head into the hole and see past Fido at all up the tunnel.
Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Yes.
Great. Then make an observation check.
Who doesn't?
Humans.
Who needs them?
Who needs them?
10.
Did you make a stealth check for these guys?
I did, yes.
Bless your heart.
I know. I just need different
She
dice.
sees that one, but not that one.
Okay. You see a young, thin female, probably, you're not quite sure, otter folk, hiding over in the corner, and she's nodding and then shaking her head and then nodding. Obviously, someone on the other side of the dwelling deeper in, the other dwelling, is communicating with her. And you hear some strange clicking sounds.
Okay. I want to misty step into the tunnel.
Okay.
Nice.
And I want to be the furthest that it'll take me, which is 30 feet.
Yeah.
I don't know how close it takes
You
me
can
to them.
be in the tunnel between the 2 subterranean dwellings if you want.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Peekaboo.
Are you
disappear.
trying to be stealthy, or is this just like, I'm there?
I'm there.
Okay, great. You poof, all of a sudden, she's gone. There's this flash of mist, and all of a sudden, she appears in the tunnel in front of you where you were starting to crawl before you stopped and turned back to Ursula. You look into that dwelling now, and you see several of these otter people all kind of huddled together. Some of them are actually wearing what looks like crab armor, and they have crude spears and blades that they've made out of bits and pieces of crab.
And what you don't see is that right where you misty stepped, just to the 5 feet next to you, an otter seems to have been hiding itself in the wall, and it opens its eyes and it sticks a spear at you and says,
Not just have this king snickerdo. Who be you?
Hi, I'm Gigi. I'm so sorry to just intrude unannounced, but my friend fell into your hole.
You are in home, leave!
Oh, we totally will. We need to get something first.
You see Snickerdo look back and go,
Fitchkiss!
That's Mr. Fitchkiss to you.
I'm sorry. We've talked about this before. I am so sorry. Mr. Fitchkiss, what do we do?
What do you mean?
It won't leave.
Poke him.
I suggest before you poke anything.
and he pokes you.
Oh!
Dang.
Okay.
Rude.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Nice pitch. Spear, crab spear.
Thank you.
Right there.
Thank you.
Crab spear.
15-inch AC.
No.
Oh, great.
Doesn't hit it?
No.
Is it within 2 of your armor class?
No.
Okay, so he tries to poke you, and you sort of, real quick, and he, sorry, and he backs up a little bit.
Yeah, that's okay. We don't poke people when we're making new friends.
We don't come into people's homes when we're making new friends.
I totally hear you. We're not trying to invade your home.
You
like
want
I
our
said.
crabs?
No, your crabs are yours. We don't want to be near your crabs. Let's talk about a mirror for a second.
You hear a skittering sound as soon as you say that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think someone over there might.
Oh, well.
While this is can I hear
sort
this?
of
This is
slow
happening.
Yeah.
So she's only 30 feet away. This conversation,
Sure.
and I can see it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Oh.
Just ideally to encompass it's a 15-foot radius sphere. So I want to encompass as many otters as I can.
Well, where you're currently at, 15 feet is sort of beyond them.
No, the 15-foot sphere radius sphere, but I
Where
can,
you place it. You
I
place
can
it in
reach
a distance.
60 feet.
Oh, got it. So you can place it 60 feet. So
Yeah.
Okay, so she places it as close as she can. I imagine that would be. Can she see within to place it so it gets all the other subterranean level?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. So you look down into the hole. You see where Gigi is, and you can see.
She's interviewing the
and you can
others.
see one sort of backing away, and you drop that sphere of Zone of Truth
Yeah.
right within 5 feet of the one who's announced himself as King Snickerdo, and he begins to back up 5 feet, but he feels something. What's the save?
So you can
You can attempt to lie.
Oh, that's right.
and
you
then-
can attempt to
yeah,
lie,
then
but
you
on
make
the first
roll.
time,
If he attempts to lie.
a charisma saving throw, DC 14.
Let me just make sure I have the Zone of Truth here.
Yeah.
Zone of Truth is such a great spell.
Yeah.
Okay. So turn there. Until spell ends. Yeah, so the first time he's in it, he needs to make a charisma saving throw. I have advantage
Dang it!
from the Carson. Thank you, the Carson.
Thank you.
Carson, I should have known.
And it's a 18.
Yep, that does make it. So,
And so you know that it saved. It succeeded its saving throw. But the other ones, are they all here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So the other ones, give me 1 second.
I mean, this one just ran away.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
they can still be evasive.
Yeah. You sense that.
They all have advantage?
No. I'm rolling for multiple ones. They don't all have advantage. I ran out of advantages. You can sense that 2 of the 8 that you sense failed. 3 of the 8, excuse me.
But 5 of the 8
Passed.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Otters are wily.
They're super charismatic otters.
Okay, they're very
Charming.
Yeah, I mean, like when you, Gigi, when you're looking at King Snickerdo, he is the cutest thing that you have ever
my
seen.
God.
Despite having this spear, it's almost laughable. Like he's got a tiny crab spear that he tried to poke you with and was very not good at it. But you can tell he's super cute. And just sort of his nose is constantly going and eyes full of fear because he doesn't know who you are. But you can tell he kind of cares about the rest of the people in the tunnel, and that's why he's
The little svelte female otter folk sort of leans forward at this point. Maybe we should share some of the crab with them.
That's a great idea, Lollipop.
It is
never thought of that.
such a good idea, but we really just want to get out of your hair. So if you could find us this mirror, and I want to try and persuade them.
Okay.
You can find us this mirror. We'll be gone, and you'll have your home to yourselves. Go back, have a crab party.
Great. Okay, make a persuasion check. You are a straight roll as far as I'm concerned, and okay.
Meanwhile,
It was 21.
while that's
Yeah,
happening,
please.
because we've been sort of like just observing what's been taking place here.
Right.
When she mentioned the mirror, there was that skittering.
Yes.
Could I endeavor to perceive where or what that was?
Yes, there was. It was very obvious that as soon as that was said, you heard someone on the other side in this other subterranean area climbing up and out.
Well, I'm still out.
I know.
Do I see that happen?
Are you looking around or are you looking down into the hole?
I think I'm looking down into the hole.
Yeah.
To play Zone of Truth.
Your
Yeah.
bless falls. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
At that point as well, I'm gonna actually just get up and start following that feller out.
Okay,
while
so-
that's going on.
So you're gonna go deeper into the thing?
Wherever that skitterer just scat,
Okay.
I'm gonna go
gonna
follow it down. I'm gonna scoot.
Okay. That would take you into the area that she's
And
sort of
past the,
Yeah.
the
I'm
tube.
going deep.
Okay. Okay. So
You walk through, make a charisma saving throw.
Oh yeah, good call.
See if
Yep.
that's true.
for
Yep. You are
A
straight
few
roll as
feet.
far as I'm concerned.
What is my charisma say?
14.
Whoa. Well, if I'm being honest,
You have a strong desire. You know that you're zoned of truth. You do know that.
And you know you
For-
failed.
And I know you failed. And just for about 30 feet, you're going, I probably should tell the truth about things. But once you're out, you're out.
And before you can even move all the way through it, King Snickerdo stops seeing you come down the tunnel talking to Gigi. He goes, "Hey! We said no, stay!" And he keeps sort of backing up, getting towards Lollipop, and he starts to push Lollipop back as well. And they said, we may or may not know things about your mirror, but you'd have to talk to Mr. Fitchkiss.
well,
It looks like he's hurt though.
Oh!
Yes, that's exactly why we need to hurry, because we need to take care of our friend.
you can see my bones.
I can see your bone. Oh, well, why didn't you say that to begin with?
Oh. I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay, well, he sort of puts his crab spear away, and he pulls out what looks like mud, like a little pouch, and he pulls out what looks like, and you can tell. Everybody can make perception checks. It's in the tunnel, so you three.
I mean,
four,
I'm looking
everybody.
at Can I
Sure.
flitter
Yeah.
down there?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Perception.
Yep, perception checks.
I failed.
Disadvantage.
That bone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at one thing right now.
16.
24.
You two notice that looks like the bag itself looks way more woven and created than he's probably capable of, considering the crab spear. And he pulls out what looks like green mud and goo, and he looks at you and says, I can apply this, maybe make feel better.
I've been slathered with weirder things in worse places. Let's do this.
Okay. And he sort of shies away, but quickly applies that. Yeah, it don't feel good
My bones.
right away. Just making sure. Okay. Yeah, I don't feel good right away.
But.
He spreads it on there and sort of grabs the bone, and he goes. And when you respond, he's like, "I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this.
You know
It's
what?
not my job."
It's okay. I think you made my arm an inch longer. It'll be easier to play.
You do regain.
Is that how it works?
yeah.
You regain 1 hit point.
Okay, look, if you,
My bone goes in a centimeter.
I mean, would I know that cure wounds would heal the bone? Or
A broken bone cure wounds is not going to.
not gonna? Okay.
Now, if you set it first, then it might. But you got to
Okay.
set it first.
Well, I wanted to give these otters like a way. You know, it seems like they're very earnest to help, but I mean, let the masters do the work. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, here's what I'm thinking. Friends, if I can call you friends, and I think we go far enough back.
And I'm being truthful right now.
Telling the truth.
He does seem to be telling the truth.
All we're really looking for is a little bit of a mirror, as Gigi was saying there. And you know what? I'll even do y'all one better. If you help us find the mirror, I can help you get more crabs if that's what you're after.
Oh, okay.
And I'm telling the truth.
Okay. And you see King Snickerdo puts his bag away and puts it on his side, and he runs further into the cave.
And I never stopped having feelings for Humu.
Sort of dragging Lola Pop with him.
Wait, what?
Oh no, it's getting complicated between all my parents.
Listen. When a dog and a bird love each other very much, a bear is born.
There's a bone in a
know
cloaca,
you're
and
not
I don't know what else you need.
I know you're not my actual parents, Fido.
We're not?
Oh no.
Oh, Fido.
Oh, I don't want to break that to Humu.
I'm
You're
right
gonna have
here.
Oh,
I heard
howdy.
it. I can't. That thing that's making you. What else?
I'm delirious with pain.
And truth.
No, I think we need to get Fido out of here fast because it's bleeding pretty
I
bad.
know, but I heard what I heard.
And
I'm
you
leaving a
can
trail.
sense above you that the storm has resumed, and it is
Oh.
the water begins to sort of pour into the hole that you're in.
Oh, we gotta see. Can I do mending on the hole?
Can you mend dirt?
Can I mend dirt, or-
You can just cover it up with something.
Yeah, we gotta block this up. All right, step 2, little otters. Old Humu Mama's here, so we gotta cover this hole.
And King Snickerdo sort of stops. Lola, go! And he comes back, and you see him sort of sidestep you and pull a root and a punk on top of the hole.
The most impressive part about that was the eye contact.
Because he literally does that. He's like sort of staring at you and pulls the root and then like sort of backs up.
And I have to imagine, for the level of eye contact, that you had to climb up on something and just look her directly.
And he sort of
All right.
they're running between you sort of quickly as fast
Yeah,
as they
I love those.
can, and it's almost now you kind of understand maybe why Joe said they're slimy, because they slither a lot. There's a lot of like their skin is wet or their fur is wet, and they're able to slide past you with ease.
I'm not. Oh, please go ahead.
He was just speaking literally. It wasn't really a derogatory thing.
All the movements engaging my predatory instincts.
I get that, but
This might be a problem shortly.
don't run, Fido.
Thank
All
you
right,
for-
thank you for the truth.
Thank you
That's
for
enough
sharing.
truth.
Oh, we gotta tear this thing down.
We're gonna keep this thing up a little longer. See what
I
we
can't
can
anymore.
see.
All right.
Okay, Fido.
So
the
This is
mirror.
up for 10 more minutes. What else you got?
One of the other otter folks. By the way, Lola Pop does crawl up in a way to go catch Fishkiss and bring him back, Mr. Fishkiss. But one of the other otter folk comes forward and says, "How will you help us catch more crabs?"
Well, I'll tell you, friend. You see, I have a little knack, you could call it, of talking to animals. And well, I figure if we make the crabs the right offer, maybe there's a way we can get a sustainable farming situation going on down here.
What?
You can talk to crabs.
I can talk to crabs and all manner of other
I'm
animals.
sorry, I just need to side with my friend here.
Howdy.
Fido, your idea is to tell the crabs to let them eat them?
No!
Although you're in the zone of truth.
So, it's more a manner of, look, this can be a win-win situation.
I understand what you're saying, but what's the win for the crab?
Well, they get a safe place underground to live, and then they sacrifice their elderly.
Okay, this feels dark.
You know what? While we're being honest, it's not dark. I'm gonna level with you. But if it gets us that mirror, a few crabs are gonna get it.
Okay, if you think you convince the crabs, I'm just saying, I think it's a hard get.
You know, we have a bear that is great at fishing, and I'm sure she'll be able to help you.
Yeah, I can just catch crab.
Yeah.
with my hands. Or we can try and convince the
Look,
crabs to sacrifice their
I'm trying to
elder.
build a crab civilization here, but sure, you can just dunk your head in the water and snatch them up.
I don't have to believe
I could knit you a net.
Maybe they're the ones from the wall.
Oh,
The pictures, yeah?
what that? What?
Never
She
heard of
said
it.
bear, and that made me think of the wall too.
What's the wall?
There's a wall with pictures.
Where the crabs come from?
Yeah.
You got a crab wall?
Whoa.
Well, and all kinds of other animals.
You don't need me.
And they all come out of the wall?
No, they live in the cave that has the wall.
Can I see the wall?
Am I on the ball?
I don't know.
There is an owl.
Oh! And 2 dogs.
Yes.
And a
Wolf?
bird?
Definitely a bear. That's the part that I remembered.
And lots of other animals, too.
Yeah.
We have to
Fish
see
and
this wall.
eels
Is
and-
it here underground?
I already love this wall.
Yes. I'll show you.
Ooh, Lollipop, wait.
This isn't Lollipop.
Oh, which
you
one?
sent Lollipop off.
I did, you're
This is
right.
Flopsy Mopsy.
Flopsy Mopsy.
Oh.
I get my own people confused.
Oh my gosh.
You don't all look alike. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah. The whimsy of your names is just incredible.
Well, you should meet Hoosie Nut.
And who else?
The question we're all asking.
Pinky Dink, Billy Ray.
Oh.
Peachy Keen. There's a Peachy Keen. He likes peaches.
Hey, any J names?
No.
Don't tell her.
Laugh at
Don't
Jane.
tell her. Don't. She
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
date anyone else.
That means she won't date any of y'all. Yeah?
That one says no, but it's clearly a lie.
Oh. Wah, wah.
And
At this point, Lollipop and Mr. Fitchkiss come back, and you see Mr. Fitchkiss is clutching something in his hands, and it's this very beautifully carved obsidian mirror that has a reflective surface on both sides. And you guys can all roll perception checks to see what the difference is between the two sides.
Well, that's
and as
just a beaut.
Mr. Fitchkiss comes back with Lollipop, you see King Snickerdo from the corner pick up what looks like a couple of pieces of broken crab shell that he's fashioned into a crown, and he puts it on his head.
Oh, good. A 0?
15.
0.
I rolled. I have disadvantage.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a 2.
Fido, you have advantage on this one from Later Skater. From Later
Thank you,
Skater.
Skater, for your pity. Ah, beans.
Oh no!
15.
Sorry, I have
Okay,
a 3.
so you two immediately hone in on this ornate mirror. And what's interesting about the reflective surface is it's glass, which is incredibly rare, like real glass. And on one side, it's reflecting the image of this otter's clawed hand, and it looks completely normal, just like a perfect reflection. And then on the other side, you notice that the reflection looks like a zoomed in version of the otter's paw. Cool. In other words, it reflects the image that's in the surface of the mirror, but amplifies it.
Similar to bifocals. Similar to
Yeah.
bifocals.
Oh, neato.
Objects appear closer.
Closer
in the
than
mirror.
they may appear.
Yeah.
I can read with these.
And the obsidian is natural, but it looks like it's been perfectly, meticulously carved to look like a braided rope around the outside of the mirror, even though it's made from obsidian, which you know is incredibly fragile and would normally chip and break apart. So whoever crafted this put a lot of time and energy and effort into it.
And a lot of skill. Like incredibly skilled craftsmanship.
And you can see Mr. Fitchkiss, who's just a tiny bit taller than the rest of the otter folk. He's twirling it in his hand, almost absentmindedly, but looking at all of you. Can we trust you?
Well, while we're being honest, yes.
10 minutes.
I took this from the seaweed man, and he sets it on a rock.
Can I touch
King
it?
Snickerdo picks it up and goes, "You can't just give it away."
I thought we could trust them.
We can, but they promised to help us with the crabs. We got to do that
And I
first before
will.
we give them the mirror.
Well,
This is why I'm king.
Is that at the wall where the crabs are?
Yes.
Okay, so we should go there.
I do want to see. I do want to see it. And then, just in case, I want to tell you a story that you seem empathetic based on your reaction to. You put your spear away the minute a broken dog showed up.
I wouldn't want my arm broken that way.
Now, would you want your heart broken?
Can you break a heart and live?
Not well.
Are you hitting on him?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm just telling you a little story. That mirror belongs to. Ooh, Bedtime.
This mirror's making weird noises.
Time to go to bed.
Oh, it's 8.
So it belongs to a sexy sea elf, seaweed man that you were talking
Oh,
about.
yes. Mr. Fitchkiss, is that right?
And that
Yes, I took it from him when he was making the dam.
it wasn't the best thing to do, but basically
We gotta survive somehow.
with a mirror,
Well, it's shiny.
I figured it would be worth something.
Yeah.
well, it would.
Clearly, you want it.
Well, we do want it. And here's the thing: it's not only gonna get you crabs, but it's the one trinket that has a high probability that perhaps rekindling an old flame.
That is a lot of words that I don't understand.
I might
You trying to start a fire with this thing?
I might get back together with that dude.
Oh, you're his mate.
Well, I was.
Oh.
And when I return this, we're gonna be able to at least have a discussion.
Oh.
No promises, right? But
Okay, well,
You have the chance to mend a broken heart here.
Do it for love.
crabs first. King knows.
Okay, the wall.
wow.
All right, let's go to the wall. Then
So you all start making your way through these passages, and you realize as you go through the second passage and through another tunnel that they're all interconnected, but they're actually leading out to underneath a part of the lake that you would never have been able to get to otherwise. It's as if there's a cliff's edge, and this is down underneath
neat.
all of that.
I understand.
The only way you would have found this is with the otter folks' help. But as you get down into that last cave, and these are all natural caves, you all see that the wall on the backside of the last subterranean area looks like it's been crafted. It's been carved. And there's a beautiful mural on the wall that's been carved in the rock. And you know, based off of these otter folks' craftsmanship thus far, what they're carrying and what they're wearing, and even like their level of communication skills, they are not capable of doing this level of craftsmanship. And you see immediately animal shape after animal shape all along the ceilings and the walls converging towards the center of this mural. And as soon as you step inside of that subterranean area, bing, boom, bong, bing, boom, all of these glowworms start lighting up. And you look down and you see that blue bottle at your waist has started to glow as well.
And as that happens, from the far corner where there seems to be a pool of water, 2 crabs come.
And these crabs are huge.
Oh no.
They are not crabs. They are giant.
They are horse-sized crabs.
Yeah.
Caps lock crabs.
And as they
good
come
luck,
out,
Fido.
as they come out, and
Here we go.
you see that they come out of the water and they seem prepared for something, but they don't advance. But you can see them sort of make nature checks.
And the otter folk are all with you, behind you, but
they
with
pull.
you, and they tense up.
They tense up and pull their
8.
spears and things.
6.
Straight
17.
roll for as far as I know.
No.
Nope. Ursula, you're the only one who gets it. This behavior that the crabs seem to be exhibiting is one of defense.
It's a mating dance, and I know
a-
this.
Oh no, they have J names.
They are protecting their home.
I don't usually know more than you, but I do in this situation. They're protecting that.
Oh no.
They don't want us to go over there. I don't know why.
You can make a religion roll as well.
You can as well.
Okay.
Never mind.
She's a cleric and she's a paladin.
We're having trouble
But
here, Gigi.
I'm at -1 and disadvantage, and that's a 2, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
Natural
something.
one.
There's something about this mural that is striking a chord with you as far as your memory goes, but you can't quite place it based off of the information that you currently have. You just right now it just looks like this mass of animals.
It's an orgy, and I know this. I know this is happening.
Okay.
I think she's right.
No, I was
That
getting that
makes
vibe
sense.
as well. I'm feeling big orgy energy.
I don't know. I'm like
delirious
a
with pain.
child, but okay, wait, hold on. But the glowworms, that's what you were supposed to look for.
Yes, I did say that. So this must be one of the places.
Where this is the birthplace?
A birthplace. She gets around.
Oh,
They get around.
Okay.
It can be, so just so you all know and clarify, it can be he, she, or they. The
All
idea is that
pronouns.
because she is the spirit, they are the spirit of animals, and animals can be he, thee.
Can you speak with
Omnigender.
animals to talk to the crabs?
Okay, so you
Yes, you may.
cast speak with animals.
Would you mind if I join you in that conversation?
Oh, by all means, yeah.
Oh, we can have like a little a conference.
A conference
The
call.
three of us can discuss this.
A conference wall.
Oh, nice. A conference wall. Like
Yep.
you also cast speak with animals,
I do.
and you hear them.
Excuse me.
Howdy, friends.
Hi. Hello.
Oh,
Why are you here? Get out of my house.
yes.
Not the voice I was expecting, but it suits you.
Yeah. Well, we were sent here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Who sent you?
Oh,
I don't think this is the crowd to convince to sacrifice the elders, but if you want to, go for it.
Hey, what's your friend sound like?
Hey, Jimmy.
No, no.
What are you doing? Say something.
what's their names?
It's
Bartholomew.
Not Jimmy. Sorry, Leaky.
Lemmy.
Leaky.
I was like,
Leaky.
we named them.
Come on, Leaky. Say something.
me to say?
I want you to talk to them. They don't want to talk to me. Leave.
Okay,
wait.
brought the autophone.
I kill them.
We'll talk to both of you. How about that?
Excuse us. Okay, so we have something that needs to go here, and it seems like you don't want us to come here.
No, I don't want the otters. They kill my kind. I want to kill them.
Okay, well, maybe you guys need to work out a situation where you can.
So how about this?
No, if I don't.
No, hear me out before you do anything here. So, y'all folk have various lifestyle and dietary needs.
Yeah.
Lots of things you enjoy, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Even things from the surface you can't quite get to so easily because you're all
I
subterranean.
don't care.
Okay, well, maybe you should because, what do you eat?
What we can find. Usually bits of pieces, sometimes otter, a fish,
Okay.
seaweed, those things.
Well, then how about this? An exchange of sorts. All you gotta do is, you know what? I'll talk about what they give you first. They, the otters, are willing to provide y'all with, well, I'll need to confirm this with them, but I get the vibe they're willing to sacrifice a few of their elderly.
I know.
Oh my god.
I think you need to take out. I think your arm is.
I really wish Humu prepped this spell.
If you say another word with your lies and your deceit, I am going to kill you.
Okay, sorry. It's not. This is. You know what? Let's side table this for a second, okay? I think what we need to get into the wall or where you're from. We don't want to hurt you. Is there anything that you do want?
Make the otters go away. This is our cave.
This is a complex political situation we're embroiled ourselves in
What
right
if
now.
the otters stay at the front side of the cave and you get the back part?
Do they agree?
guys are like-
Are any of the otters here?
Yeah,
I mean, they're all sort of-
all there.
And they're not, I mean, they don't speak the language, so they just...
Sorry, I forgot all your names.
My name's Mr. Fitchkiss.
Mr.
I'm
Fishkiss.
King Snickerdo.
Okay, really confident when asking your names. I want that confidence in this conversation. Would you be willing, as sort of like a division of territory, where you get the front part of the cave where we were, and the crabs get the back part of the cave, and you don't cross parts of the cave?
Why would we do that?
Why would we do that?
We eat the crabs.
I realize that they are a significant part of your diet.
Look at them. They can feed us for weeks.
But maybe you could branch out and have something different. Like the fish that are flying in the air just above.
But the storm, it keeps us from fishing effectively.
Well, what if we set up a net situation that catches the fish and then slides it down into your home?
Oh. So
That's a wonderful-
We won't have to fish at all?
That's a wonderful idea because if we give Joe back his mirror, the seaweed man, he's an engineer, y'all.
He could probably engineer some sort of fish trap.
Oh, he's an engineer.
What is an engineer?
No idea, but he is one.
He can facilitate an ergonomic way for you to get fish.
Do you know what?
She is saying words I don't
Dang
understand.
it!
Do you know
I'm
what
so
it-
smart.
You are.
He will make the contraption. He'll make the thing that can funnel.
He make you a fish trap.
There you go. Thank you.
Fish trap.
Fish trap.
You hear all of the otter folks.
Fish trap. Fish trap. Fish trap. That sounds like a great idea.
But he needs his mirror.
But he has to have his mirror.
And King Snickerdoodle goes, hey! I like this idea. But I need something in exchange to protect the promise you give.
What do you want?
We keep the dog.
That's fair.
What the what?
We
Okay.
keep the dog with the broken bone till he's fixed.
I've been made worse offers by better people. Don't worry about it.
Just listen to me through here. I'm not trying to keep him. He's his own person. He can do what he wants.
What if you did
What I'm
keep him?
saying is, what I'm saying is, we will keep him safe here until he is healed, and as such time as you can get your sexy sea elf to engineer a collateral
Fish trap.
Contraption.
fish trap.
Yes.
Okay, so you're saying, to put in terms that we all understand, you keep Fido, we get the mirror, take the mirror to the man, and then he comes back, makes a fish trap, you leave the crabs alone.
And then we will agree to, we don't have to eat the crabs now, although they taste so good. Oh, fine.
But we won't have to fight.
I also,
We have to fight the crabs. The fish are easy,
that is true. King
especially with this
Snickerdoodle.
fish trap.
King Snickerdoodle says yes.
You know what? I've been held hostage by slimier people in deeper holes. It's all right.
Oh, we will make sure that you are the most comfortable you have ever been.
Oh, that's great. I'd love to set this bone
I'm
anytime
gonna set
soon.
the bone. I'm gonna do that right now. I know I've waited. It was
Make a
not,
medicine check.
Golly. Y'all, this was not on purpose. But I have disadvantage.
It's starting to
doing
smell.
things. Do I have advantage? by the
You are straight roll as far as I'm
Straight roll.
concerned.
Okay. A disadvantage. Oh yes! 2 15s on the die.
Hey.
yeah, medicine check.
and then plus 16 is 21.
It's kind of crazy. You're expecting this long, arduous process of setting the bone, but she literally looks at it and just goes, punk, and it plucks back into place.
Yes, my wings, it's almost like the way that the Charlie Brown cartoons decorate the Christmas tree, where they just go like this. And that's what happens with my wings, and they just go,
And the bone snaps back into place. And you see King Snickerdoodle go, oh, we could use a friend who knows how to heal.
We should keep her.
yeah,
Oh,
we're
change
legit.
of plan!
Wait,
Keeping
hold
the
on.
owl!
Oh, I think I'm gonna be needed to.
She is kind of the one who has the connection with the seaweed man. It would be in all of our best interest if the owl came with us.
Okay, we keep Dogman then.
All right. And can I cure your wounds, or are you good on that, Fido?
Oh, I got a few tricks up my
I
sleeve.
figured you might.
This old dog knows a thing or two.
All right, well,
And the hulking crabs are like, hey, what are you talking about over there?
so here's what we're gonna do. We made a deal with the otters.
They've agreed
Okay.
to it.
They've agreed that they are not going to come after you anymore. They're gonna catch fish instead.
Hey, Leaky!
That is pretty
That's so good, yeah!
That is the best
I like
thing I've
it,
had in a long time.
yes!
His name is Leaky. What was your name?
Oh, Jimmy.
You got
Oh,
this.
Jonathan.
Spike is my name.
Okay. And then in return for all that, we could maybe bury something in your home.
This is new. What do you want to bury in my home?
Tell them who
One of the otters. I don't know why I went French.
we all belong to the
Why
same
is the
temple.
otters?
Do you happen to know who Bahatha is?
Would they?
Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question.
mean,
I
they
didn't
are-
even
dang.
think
They are
about that.
animals, but they're
They
not.
are, but-
yeah.
I assumed they were guarding it for
Wow.
a purpose.
I mean, there you go.
We have learned of Bahatha from the wall. Ah.
I have.
You're very intelligent.
Okay. Then
Ah.
Well, we have something from Bahatha that needs to get buried here because of the wall.
Side note, when he says we have learned from Bahatha from the wall, everything clicks at that moment, and you see all the animals converging, and you see the creature that they're merging into with the head of an owl, the wings of a bat, the body of either a goat or a sheep, you can't quite tell, and then 3 different tails coming off the back that are twining together, and big talons that come off of its feet, and you recognize it as one of the entities of Bahatha.
And hidden in all of the animal frieze, as you said, hidden in all the animal art, you can see now that they've identified this, you can see distinctly that there is a bear. And the bear is carrying a pole and holds up a bottle high. And you can also see that there are 3 others behind the bear. 2 dogs, people, one with a broken arm, one wearing shiny armor.
1 second.
And a big toothy grin on its face. And another of an owlkin holding what looks like a conch shell helmet in its hands. You also notice that behind all of that, just in a small, chiseled, or however it was created, that there seem to be crab people.
Oh, this wall is wild.
is it dank?
Well, that's
Yeah.
downright prophetic.
That's us.
What?
That on the wall.
That can't be me. I'm not holding a conch. Oh man.
Gigi, when she points this out to you, your earlier roll on Bahatha and the different birthplaces, you easily identify that this is the birthplace of Hunolo,
Unolo.
the will of Bahatha.
Oh.
No, don't apologize. This is what one shots are for. It's amazing.
This is all canon, by the way.
Yeah, all the way, all canon, guys. Literally all of it.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. We gotta get that mirror.
And I guess I gotta get a helmet.
And we
Yeah.
have to bury
Yeah.
your bottle.
Yeah, so I actually wanted to clarify that point. So now that we're here, we just put the bottle in the ground. Is that all it takes?
I think so, but maybe we need to clarify with Seaweed Man.
Well, why don't,
Currently, the
No.
bottle's at your side and glowing.
Yeah.
why don't you try it?
Well, I'll
without
be
the
here.
helmet?
No. We
Okay.
don't need to tell him about the bottle, remember?
Okay.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Uh,
I say
mean, if
bury
you
it at the
want.
base of the wall.
Spike, would you
Yeah,
would you mind if I buried something here?
I help you dig. And he starts using his claws, and you can see within 2 or 3 swipes, it's probably 3 or 4 feet
That's
down.
good, that's good, that's
And,
good,
and it
that's
starts
good.
to sort of water begins to
Okay,
slow.
that's
no,
the hole.
that's enough.
Ah,
Thank you.
ah.
I guess you just drop it in.
What was that ginger?
As you're holding it in your hand and it's glowing, it begins to shine brighter. And a couple of those glowworms that were in the ceiling, because there's a lot of them, and now that you're looking at them, they almost look like they're stars on an empty sky. They begin to bloop, 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 bloop. One of them spoosh right into the hole.
Thin little threads that they lower themselves down on. Some of them actually just drop, but some of them lower down so that it actually starts to create a little bit of a shape.
A circle around the area in which Spike has dug.
Beautiful.
Well, that sounds about right.
If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. Okay,
Oh.
And as she lowers the bottle below the threshold of the lip of this hole, time slows. The mural on the wall begins to glow. First, bear, then Canusk, then owl, then fish, shark, crab, otter, and they all begin to brightly lighten, and then as those begin to get brighter and brighter, they begin to float off of the wall, almost like souls floating in the air, a bluish green tint, and they begin to swirl and swirl and swirl, and much like the water funnel that you saw out in the lake, they begin to swirl, swirl, swirl into this hole until there's a large flash. And as your eyes are blinded and you kind of regain your vision, sort of standing, a medium-sized, owl-headed, elk-horned creature with bat wings, the body of a bear, and multiple tails seems to be...
Gigi kneels.
And immediately it seems to sense its surroundings and look around and...
When you kneel, all the otter folk
Also kneel.
I can't kneel, so I squat.
Howdy, friend.
You hear the cracking of shell.
Crack.
You hear the cracking of shell. It's clearly shell. And as you turn to look at the hulking crabs, one of their legs turns into a foot,
No.
into a knee joint.
Spike.
And they begin to stand and raise themselves up. You are seeing the birth of a new animus. Crab people. And now you put it together that this image on the wall prophesized Ursula bringing Nurillo and the crab people back to life. Well, the crab people to life to begin with, but Nurillo back. And as Nurillo begins to see the crab people change, this owl-headed
that's a
creature
owl,
with
okay.
elk horns and bat wings, it quickly, with the speed that should not match the size of its body and its shape, slithers out of the hole towards the way where the otter dropped the hatch, busts out of the hatch and begins to fly straight into the sky.
Hi.
The crab person... I am Spike. I am Spike. You can understand them.
Butter my biscuit.
No speak with animals need is
Is it?
leaky.
What parts of it are human?
I am leaky.
You are leaky. Most of their body is human.
Okay.
You can notice that they have multiple arms. They have multiple sets of arms.
And they're still huge.
They're still
really
large.
big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're just now hulking and standing.
Right.
They have
Their
two
heads are they
shaped like crabs. Yep. Their heads are definitely shaped like crabs, and their arms, their primary set of arms, clearly have two very large pincher claws on them, and the other two sets seem to have smaller hands that might be more like 2 fingers or 3 fingers. And they look at each other and look at you and at the otter folk, and they look up at the mural, and they also too begin to bow.
You did that, girl. You did that.
Golly.
Ursula, for real, you're legit.
Am I an adult now?
No,
Oh, no, I thought that pretty much did it.
no,
You're
no.
the hard parent.
I know. Look, honey, you put a bottle in the ground. Like, it's fine, but you're gonna.
You did great.
You did great. You
I
did.
like my younger mom.
This is a big moment for you.
Hey,
Thank you.
You made
It's
it
a big
people.
moment. I didn't say it wasn't a big moment. I said she wasn't an adult.
We'll talk about this on the way home.
We just might.
And Billy, the one named Billy Ray, comes from where the hatch was because it followed Nurillo as it went out, and it comes back and goes, what? I think it's singing.
To what?
It's singing. And he runs out to where the hatch
I
is.
gotta
all the
see
otter
this.
folk kind
We'll
of
go.
scatter.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
see.
And what you see is that it is still storming. There is
wow.
still a storm going on. But you see Nurillo in the center of this storm with its large, and it seems to be growing in size as this happens, from medium to large to huge. And as it flaps its wings, certainly you hear coming from its owl mouth a song. And the storm begins to slow and shift and the water begins to fall, and no longer staying in the air, but falling to the ground. The lake itself begins to recede and fix, and the water funnel softens and lowers and begins to sink back into the lake. And as Nurillo contends the it lands on the lake edge, lays itself down, and just continues to sing that song.
Cheese and crackers.
And as you're all standing there, King Snickerdo sort of nudges Mr. Fitchkiss and looks at the mirror. Here. You should give it to them.
Thank you.
You earned it.
But we're still going to hold you to that fish trap.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go talk to her.
Do I have to stay here still?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll be right back. It's not.
yeah.
It didn't. If it was no storm, it's still like
I'll
10
hang out.
minutes.
Yeah.
I'm grown fond of these guys over here.
There's also fish laying all along the rock.
And you can see Lollipop just,
It kind of is a fish trap right here, like to get a head start.
oh! And they all start to realize it too. And they all start.
Hey, to us.
And they begin to grab their things and bring them back into their part of the cave.
Okay.
You see from the lake bed, there are dozens of crab people.
They start to
emerge
out
from
of
the water,
lake.
walking themselves.
And you can see that they're not quite used to their new forms yet because they're still trying to use all their legs, and then they realize that they can actually stand upright and walk. But they start to emerge up out of the lake, and they look like they're actually going down river.
Following the river.
Oh my, well maybe they'll find a new home somewhere yonder.
Maybe you are an adult. You like kind of gave birth to a whole race of people.
I mean, I don't know what else I need to do to prove it to you.
Yeah.
You did the most.
You did the, yeah.
Like, what would it be?
Yeah, beyond.
Get my driver's license? Like,
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. I'm just thinking of weird imaginary things.
Yeah, that sounds silly.
I don't know what my standards are, but
No, you don't.
no, I really don't. I don't think I want to let you go.
I don't know if there are any.
Maybe perhaps you're hanging on to me because you don't want to accept that there's someone else that you want to let fully into your life.
What are you looking at, Fido?
Not Fido.
Oh, not Fido. No, that's run its course.
Oh, you know, old hat that.
I know, but remember the zone of truth?
Nope.
All right. Yeah.
Just saying, maybe there's still feelings there and you have a cold rock waiting for you.
Oh my gosh. Whoo.
That's a lot to think about. So maybe you just-
Oh yeah, that was my overwhelmed sound.
Yeah. It's weird because it sounds like she's not whelmed at all, but it's actually
It's a bird thing.
yeah.
Generally well.
All right, well, we should go get this mirror back so we can get our friend back.
Yeah. And then we'll see how.
Have fun.
Okay.
So you make your trek back to Nurillo. It takes, it's much shorter than it was to get out here because the storm isn't pelting you every moment. But as you make your way back, you can see that the river is already starting to sort of reset back to where it was. And as you approach the dam, there's no longer any explosions or that ruckus that you heard before.
You don't hear the ritual chanting either, but what you do see is you see these orange-red shelled crab folk coming up out of the water, and it looks like they're rebuilding the dam.
Oh my gosh.
And you can see them picking up
they're
big,
so nice.
big scoops of mud, and there's no longer a mud elemental either, but big scoops of mud and slapping it across, spitting something on it, but also slapping the mud across where the wood was warping and badly damaged, and rebuilding the levee.
The important part there is you're seeing them sort of spit into their hands and claws and wiping this stuff on the dam.
And you see a very familiar figure, tall, svelte, conch shell hat,
Just caked up.
caked up.
Oyster butt.
Oyster butt.
Full of feathers.
Yeah, like this gossamer seaweed robe. You see him standing there in awe as these crab
Worth a
folk
goog.
are fixing up. Definitely worth a goog. Fixing up this levee, and he turns slowly and looks at the three of you.
You're back. Where's your friend?
He'll be back. We just have to return and get him with a little help from you.
We have this for you, but there's a catch. Literally, we need you to make a trap for fish, for the otters. I know they stole your prized possession, but to get it back, we said since you're a brilliant engineer, you could make them a fish trap.
Why would I give them something for my own mirror?
Because they helped us.
And we got the mirror for you, and our friend stayed behind to help you.
Yeah, and they're holding him. Technically, I guess they're holding our friend hostage,
And
but it's like a friendly hostage situation.
Meanwhile, he's just sipping tea and spinning yarns and
And all the otter.
They're really happy. It's
I mean,
just
he
we
could
can't.
probably leave if he wanted to,
Yeah.
but we're gonna get him back.
But you could make a fish trap. I could make a fish trap.
I
just
could make
didn't
a
tell them
fish
that.
trap in my dreams. It's not hard.
Yeah, but they need like an actual one, not a dream fish trap.
No, I mean it would be easy for me to just.
And he actually gestures towards mud, and you see this little box form. He's obviously using some kind of druidic magic, but a box forms with slats across the top, and then he hits it with a heat spell, and the mud hardens almost like clay.
There you go. There's the fish trap.
Okay, it wasn't that hard.
I'm a bit confused.
Okay.
You did great.
That's it.
What?
That's it.
That's it.
That's all I have to do.
We knew you could all
Yeah,
along.
Yeah. We really talked you up as an engineer, though, so if you want to jazz this up just for your good name, you could.
All right.
flame decal.
Yeah.
So-
whatever signature stuff you want to put on here.
So when you say that, he actually turns towards the water and he starts singing in this weird guttural tongue.
That's just more Scottish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go for it, Joe.
And
Down, bird.
and
Do it, Joe.
the crab
We
folk-
did it,
Put your
Joe.
cloaca away.
Oh, Jesus.
the crab folk that are putting together this levee stop for a moment, and they turn around and they look like they're almost somewhat mesmerized by him. And two of them nod and they drop down into the riverbed and they come back up with stones, big stones, massive stones, and they lay them down at his feet. And you see him casting yet another spell where he's shaping the stone itself, and he turns them into these. They almost look like V traps with spikes on the inside. But then he drives a wooden pole through the center of it so that they could clamp together, almost like on a pivot or
Like a hinge?
hinge. Thank you. And then the crab folk snap off the wood on either side of the hinge, and he looks over at you, and he looks back at it, and he waves his hand over it again, and you see there's little holes that appear in the stone. And he walks over and smears something into the holes, and it smells horrible. But he looks back at you and says, "There you go. Now it's baited fish trap."
I knew you could do it. Here's your mirror back.
He takes the mirror and he glances at it, but he doesn't look into it. He just glances at it, and then he stuffs it away into, I guess, his oyster
Hey, man, you made
pocket.
it. You made it.
Also,
Going right in that donk.
you didn't say anything about the race of people I created.
I know.
Oh.
That was part of the prophecy. But I couldn't tell you that.
What? You knew
Otherwise,
all along?
otherwise, you'd ask questions.
Yeah. What's wrong with questions? Is that
There are some
adults don't ask
things-
questions?
There are some things you're better off not knowing.
Okay.
Not yet.
That's what I keep telling her.
Just like,
Lots of things not worth knowing just
yeah,
yet.
like where all those feathers came from.
And as you guys are standing here having this conversation, you start to realize, like, it's a pretty nice place when it isn't devastated and there's a storm going on. It's very tropical. It's not too hot, not too cold, and it's a nice place, except for all the extensive devastation everywhere.
You do see that the turtles and the fish folk are rebuilding their shacks. But even they have kind of stopped what they're doing and they're watching all of this happen.
And you can see that some of the crab folk that were traveling south down the river now begin to sort of bring other things into the city, into the town of Nurillo, and begin helping with their, especially this, what looks like some sort of glue or cement that comes from their mouths, and helping them rebuild, not only rebuild, but make their dwellings even better than they were before.
Yeah, and the turtles and the fish folk don't hesitate. They immediately accept this new race of crab people into the village itself. There's no like defensiveness or hostility.
Joe,
Aye,
do you know more about my future?
aye, I do.
Okay, well, I know you said that I'm not supposed to know like everything, but do you know if like I'm ever gonna meet my real parents?
You will.
Oh no!
No, you'll still be my. Look at
That's gonna be so sad. It's gonna be so good for you. It's gonna be so good.
She'll
always love you.
I just never met. I mean, I did meet them, but I got separated when I was so. You know the whole story.
I know.
I guess you can't tell me when though, huh?
I can't.
Will it be happy?
I will, for a time.
Okay. I don't want to ask any more questions.
Like I said, some things are better not known.
Thanks, Joe.
How
Goodbye.
exciting.
Goodbye. I was gonna have a different conversation with you than just goodbye, but I guess bye.
The Aarakocra soldiers are kind of like,
Yeah, in a second. Or actually, y'all can go ahead. I can fly my own owl butt back.
Let's go get Fido back.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
we do
yeah,
need
we gotta
Fido.
get our friend back.
Or I mean, let's see if he even wants to come back.
This is true.
I mean, you make your way back to Fido.
Yeah.
Fido, what are you doing, Fido? I imagine you're still telling stories. What are you
Yeah, so Fido sort of had a little group of otters gathered around now, and he's just been singing songs and telling stories. sipping
Lola
tea.
Pop is your biggest fan.
Oh.
You know, back in my day, I traveled with a band, a geriatric group of druids and bards. We called ourselves Gums and Roses, and that was a great time. But you know, I think it's about time I pack it up. I'm sure my friends will be here any minute.
You don't have to.
Oh, there's a mighty echo in this place. Ooh, the walls are so hard now.
Fido. Fido.
As your friends come back, King Snickerdoodle is like, you and your friends are welcome back anytime.
Oh, you love to hear it.
Thank you.
And you otters have provided just an amazing hospitality, 5 stars.
I don't know what that means.
5 glowworms, 5 glowworms.
Oh!
If you have a chance, you should check out your new fish traps. They're very well crafted.
Baited fish traps.
And immediately King Snickerdoodle sort of runs out to where you indicate the traps are, and all the otters seem to follow him. And he picks it up and kind of looks around and goes, we'll figure it out. And they dive into the lake and begin to play. Clearly.
Careful. Careful. Oh,
Yeah, you didn't tell them that there's like a pressure
Yeah.
plate that snaps the
Figuring
hands
it out is
together.
like-
You lose more otters that way.
They're dumb.
They seem to figure it out pretty
Yeah,
quickly.
they seem pretty smart.
Yep.
all right. I guess it's time to go home.
You know, friends, I had some time in there to reflect on the little journey we had together, and I I wanted to know if it's okay if I share a little poem for you that has got me thinking on. It's a little ditty that I heard in Pradura when I was down there, but, well, I haven't got the melody quite right yet, but I wanted to share it.
Okay.
Yes, Fido, please.
Here's how it goes.
And he pulls out his dulcimer, which is currently in the hammer configuration, and undoes it, sets it up.
Look at that. Your playing arm is a little bit longer now.
It's good for the high notes. And he starts strumming, and he goes,
Titanic walls of leafy green among the treetops high. On whispered winds a lily floats on a branch that fate supplied. She fell to earth and stole my heart, her loss upon her cheek. A fated grab and power won, no longer is she meek. Flower from the hanging garden, bloom of destiny, I need you, beg your pardon, flower from the hanging garden. And I think, seeing everything you've been through today, and everything we've accomplished together, well, I think it makes a little bit more sense to me now.
Wow.
What?
What?
Oh wow. I think that's open to interpretation. I am interpreting the hanging garden flower. Well, that's obviously me.
I think everybody sees themselves in it.
I figured it was us when we were flying on those man birds off the mountain.
Oh.
Kind of the hanging garden
Right.
flower.
And the wall.
How's your boyfriend?
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. No, we got it right. We got it. What was it to you?
That, yes.
So.
I think every interpretation's valid.
I do need to go talk to my old flame.
As you make your way back to Nurillo and the Aarakocra that are waiting to take you back.
Just this won't take too long.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there is
Joe
helping the denizens of Nurillo rebuild.
The bud's bigger.
Joe, I don't know what you were thinking. It sounds like I hurt you real bad.
Well, I missed you for quite some time.
Years, yeah. So I don't want to force anything, but I would be open to like re talking about this again. I mean, it seems like my charge at the moment has just become an adult and given birth to a whole race of a different people. So
She seems like she's grown up quite a bit.
yeah, she's always said that she doesn't want me to leave her behind, but I don't know. Part of me thinks that there's a way that fear could just stand right in the way of all the things she could be. I know I had to leave Zood for a little while.
You do look over and Ursula has there's a fly that's in her face and she's just got mud all
Yeah.
over trying to get it off.
Maybe she could spread her wings and fly.
Maybe she
so to
could,
speak.
yeah.
What are you so fearful of? What scares you?
Yeah, I mean, so it is definitely commitment. I just need you to know that I've probably had a relationship with a lot of people that you know. All across this island and the main island too, where Atos is, or sorry, Atos.
Well, I've spent quite a few years beneath the waves.
And your butt is, I mean, it's telling. but I guess I don't know. I guess I'm less afraid now, you know? And we had some good times. The other thing that's making me think that maybe I should stick behind is I think that your conch helmet is actually destined to be mine.
He reaches up slowly and he takes it off of his head and holds it out.
Oh my God. I mean, oh my Bahada.
Yes.
By that token, I'm pretty sure my arm has to stay broken.
Right.
Prophecy foretold.
I don't even think I'm supposed to hold it or put it on. I think I'm just supposed to have it.
That's
so.
to remember me by.
What? Oh my God. Oh my Bahada.
But does you have to remember you if she's just here with you?
Oh, I think that
Would you like to stay and help them rebuild?
for over time, yeah, I think I would. See,
Do it.
Okay. You're being don't be so pushy.
I
Why?
just said do it once.
She wants you to open up your wings and fly.
Look,
Live your
you're
life.
always helping people, giving them snacks. Others. Okay?
Right.
Just for once, just don't be afraid.
Okay. And just
Stay here. Go to bed before 8. Sleep on that cold rock. Enjoy yourself.
what do you think about this? I don't want to overstep.
I think if you'd like to stay here and help these people rebuild, I can think of no other person I'd rather do it with.
Kiss.
Oh my Bahada. And will you do the singing and that guttural stuff some more? Like that's literally the thing that I actually need to happen.
Oh boy.
And the Aarakocra, who have been waiting and seeing you come back again, is sort of slightly, flexing muscles and stretching. One of them comes up, Kjack. Yeah, you ready?
Oh, yeah, I guess we should get back.
And Kjack begins to sort of put the harness back on you.
Thanks for doing it for me. I messed it up last time.
John and Johannes also return to both of you and also sort of hold up the harnesses.
All right, I guess strap in. Every adventure has to come to an end sometime. Humu, it's been a pleasure as always, and I wish you nothing but happiness and the best for all your times ahead.
I'm gonna help these crab people.
Yeah?
And that's not all.
You're gonna help yourself a little too.
I think so.
It's
yeah.
kind of like
Gigi.
you're the grandmother to the kids I had. Like they're
Oh,
my
my-
kids,
well,
and then you're my mom.
then
and
I've
you're now
got
the
to.
grandma.
I'm not old enough for
Yeah.
grandbabies yet.
Oh, well, thanks, y'all. I'll learn how to listen, That's what I'll do.
I go over and give Humu just a big hug.
Get in there. Oh.
I'll come back and visit you.
Okay, I'll make sure to visit you, too. I'm
do.
sure you've got plenty of adventures
Yeah.
along your way.
All right. Well, should we go?
Zip.
Thanks. I almost missed that one.
It's on the back for some reason.
And the Aarakocra that are the soldiers that traveled you here, they pick you up again by those harnesses and by your ankles, and they fly off higher and higher into the
Ursula
sky.
immediately throws up again.
And that's where we'll end tonight.
As it's coming at Gwendolyn.
Oh, yes.
Well done, everyone. It was so fun. Thank you. That was so great.
That was really
Well, as always, here on the Dungeon Run, when we are finished at the end of the night, we have a little reading of names. A little game we like to play for our Force of Cosmos and Nature patrons. So let's get ready. What do we got tonight?
Okay, so up first we're going to do Team Force Cosmos. This is a suggestion from Sitar. Thank you, Sitar. And for everyone that's our Patreon supporters, you can add to the suggestion list on Patreon. I check it before every show. The suggestion for reading off Team Force of Cosmos is reading the zany names off of a craft beer menu. So you're all at a restaurant reading craft beer names.
It's so
Okay.
good that we could finally get together and just not be at work for once.
I know, like at least there's like some good stuff happening. Like no more. They're all imports.
Yeah.
and
I'm
that's
thinking-
what I'm here for.
I'm thinking of something kind of like really hop forward, like maybe a gateway guy at this point.
I just want pure Belgium down to clown.
I've had the abracadabra before, and it kills for sure.
I just
Okay.
want a light Pilsner, so I'm going Gorbin played.
Here's the thing though, last time I had a Lincoln Break, I had a Lincoln Break story to go with it. So
I remember that
I can't do it again. I can't do it
Guys,
again.
I've had too much. I think I'm nuts.
Yeah! Well done. That was a lot of fun.
JT suggests for Team Force of Nature, weather reporters describing a hurricane's path of destruction.
Oh,
Hello, everybody. everybody. Welcome back to KTLV. It's me, Samantha Jenkins, here with my 3 co-anchors.
And I am Johann Jeff Jim.
And on the other side of the screen, we have...
Oh, hello everyone. I am Breaker Pear.
Oh yes, and my name is Tim Tam Throbby-Doo.
Well, I hope everybody... Thank you, Tim Tam. I hope everybody out there has a festive life preserver because we have a rain in the forecast this holiday season.
And we have an absolutely blazing LZBN coming down here, the coast of the Mediterranean. Just a real scorcher.
Right. That's pronounced lesbian, sir.
And if you want, actually, it's recommended that you put tape on your windows and batten down your beaker pars.
Yep.
Indeed. And just in, there is a Just Drools coming in from the south over Highway 10.
Just Jules, just Jules.
Just
yeah.
I've heard it both
I
ways.
think your teleprompter might be broken. Back a little bit.
Yes.
That's a Smithy in the teleprompter room.
Right. Oh, thanks, Smithy. Always
We have
good
several
to have
people
you
on
here.
top of it right now.
Yeah. There's a whole room for the teleprompter here. Okay.
Sorry, Smithy is unbearably loquacious. This is Jimmy in the sound room. Apologies.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you to our angel Devilsons in the booth.
I'm now
always
getting
saving
a
us.
report that the entire town of Tuomas has been absolutely destroyed. Not a speck or shack left.
Oh, and if you do have the critters at home, make sure you give them their thunder jackets, or else you might get some kitty scritches.
That's the truth, Smithy.
No, I'm Tim Tam.
Sorry.
Tim Ding Dong, whatever.
Tim Tam Throbby-Doo.
There it is. Throbby-doo.
I don't know why my name is so hard to forget, so hard to remember.
Thank you, Smith.
Nope.
Tim Tam.
Yeah. What?
Honestly.
You know what? Honestly, it's just your past decisions.
I'm regretting them.
Yeah.
Oh, we're bringing up Jimmy again in the booth.
Apologies, Jimmy Gold. I'm part of the Gold family. I just want to make sure that we're clear, since we're all.
Wow, new money. Hard to forget.
All right, it looks like there is a Fendril front coming out of the south, so everybody should be prepared for that.
But the Eye of the Storm is going to be nice and neat and tasty, right in the middle of the dungeon speed run.
Nice and neat and tasty.
Nice,
for sure.
a juicy Eye of the Storm.
Juicy Eye of the Storm. You know what, though? If your power does go out, it's a fun night to Braba and just with the whole family.
Oh, that sounds lovely. I forgot your name, actually, Sarah? Katie.
Yeah, honestly, you're not the only one.
It wasn't Katie.
No, it wasn't Katie. That's my real name.
That's
in
your
real
real
life,
name.
not on the Weather Channel.
No.
All right, you know what?
You have a fun
You know what
avatar.
we're missing tonight? We usually have a 5th co-anchor, Jim Whitted, but he unfortunately couldn't make it.
I'm
However-
actually in the sound booth.
Yeah.
Jim Whitted Gold.
The Gold family.
Yeah.
However, thankfully, responding now to the Gulf region, we have the Ghostbusters Quick Response Unit to handle all of those freshly dead folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, hurricanes will do that.
Ghostbusters. Ghost refers to dead.
Rough work for them.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. There is now a tornado of ghosts after this hurricane.
God, that was
I like
so
how the
fun.
darkest part of our show was just reading off the
Names. Yeah, it was.
Especially dead people.
Tuomas, the town of Tuomas is just gone. It's just gone. Well, thank you everyone for joining us this evening. Thank you to all of our patrons. Without you, we would not exist. So thank you so much. Thank you to our sponsors. If I can remember them off the top of my head. Die Hard Dice and Two Kings Entertainment. I know they're there. Apologies. And as always, thank you for your time, your energy. For our wonderful guests, please, let's go around. Again, let us know where everyone can find you.
Yeah, find me again everywhere on the internet at Nazgul or on the Venture Maidens D&D podcast. Everywhere that you can find podcasts.
Lovely. And I'm Amy Vorpahl. You can find me at Vorpahl Sword on the internet's including Twitch.
And I have been and remain Vince Caso. You can find me all over the internet where I am at Vince Caso.
Hi, I'm Katie Michels. You can find me on the internet at the Katie Michels on all the places.
And also here on the Dungeon Run.
And on the Dungeon Run. I'm usually on.
Oh, you're on this
has
show.
been
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
It has been quite an epic adventure.
The Epic Adventures of
Ursula Scratch. Thank you all for joining us. Again, thank you for your time, your efforts, and thank you so much for your donations. As always, humankind, be both! Ooh!
One step and then another. Blessed are those who wander, branching, reaching. Depths of the forest are calling. The well-worn path will end before the journey has begun. Eyes to the sky, and you might find your way. Let fear ignite a light and shine another